Okay then, let's get in this shit. Hello everybody, my name is Tori, the Demon Prince. Today back with part 4 I think. 4 of our Soul Reaver playthrough. This is a sort of a retro game, had a very little cult following way back in the day. I grew up with it as being one of the fun games where my brother used to play, and I always liked the fantasy of it, the creatures within it, and the world it told in this very sort of Shakespearean acted out style and stuff like that. And I always thought it was very interesting. But I never actually played through it myself, so this series gave me the opportunity to experience some true old school retro gaming, and well, showed me the experience. We're technically still playing, but whatever. That's besides the point somehow. Today we are back with part 4. Up until now, what we were able, last part was doing Rahab, who is this like vampire who, because him and his brood sucked and were big bitches that couldn't handle sunlight, true gamers, they instead evolved and adapted to the water, so they were vampires that are able to swim. Nobody else is able to do that. So and they also kind of suck at it because you destroy them by using sunlight and shit like that, and beating their ass. So that's great. Milk, I want milk. Yeah, so that's what we did last time with a lot of confusion, jumping puzzles. This time I looked a little bit ahead onto the part where I kind of got stuck last time. I was like, wait, where am I supposed to go? And then I noticed that, oh, so within the ruined city, you have these like light beams, light shafts. They aren't just there because they look pretty. They're technically also a hint for where you could climb to. Fuck was I supposed to know that? Again, this game doesn't really like you looking around too much, but that's besides the fact somehow. Yesterday we beat Valhalla, the new God of War expansion that came out yesterday. So if you want to check that out, I tend to shut up during cutscenes, so that's always nice, and outside of that, I think that's about everything I would want to say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna head off into game view, which means that my head will become way small. Oh, I forgot to put on my crown. Whoopsie, can happen. And I will confine myself to a small corner so I'm not like taking up the majority of the screen. That's also why the screen is sort of offset, so that the game takes up most of the screen, and instead of having little black bars on the side, it's me. Okay, so yeah, with that said, the audio levels look fine. We're testing out some slightly new different equipment. Instead of having the compressor attached to a Focusrite, we now have the compressor attached to the Go XLR Mini, because that thing had a built-in equalizer, and instead of me having to do it in OBS. So a little bit of a different voice, a little bit of a different channel, but normally it's the same shit. Don't expect that much differentiation with it. At least I get the now the advantage of it is that I get like the boomy, broadcasty, warm voice tones, but with the microphone I get to keep my high clarity in my sound and stuff like that, or at least I think so. So it doesn't all just become muffled bass booming, What?
Centuries past, your brother Duman retreated with his clan into Nosgoth's northern wilderness. Empowered by the gift of Rahab's soul, seek out his mountain stronghold, but tread carefully. These frozen wastes have mysteries yet to disclose.
Okay. Let's go. So that's our objective today. Do that. I don't know if I'll be able to beat the game in one go today. If I can, I will. If I don't, I won't. I won't stress it too much, I still have work tomorrow, so we're probably not going to be able to do a 7-hour binge stream like yesterday. That was a bit of an unexpected one. Another thing as well, I'm going to keep saying this PSA because it helped me yesterday, and it's the reason why the stream was able to go on for that long. If you find yourself getting weird back pains throughout your rib cage and stuff like that, right? You might want to check your posture, and an easy way to think about it is this. If you look in eye height towards your monitors, if you're watching this on the computer, right? You'd want your eye line of your eyes to be somewhat perpendicular to the bottom side of your screen, not the top. top. You don't want to look down at your screen. You kind of want to look up at it so that you always have a straight back. It'll help your posture, and yes, weirdly enough, it also helped the pain in my neck that I was having a few days ago. So there you go, freebie tip on how to do things. Okay, now I need to sort of remember what the fuck the symbol was I was going to look for. Okay, so that's the time. That's a thingy. Ooh, where is that? There
You must visit other gates before this portal will be open to you.
Alright. But I can go to this one, right? There we go. That did look like a cool glyph though, so I kind of want to go visit that place. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do Duma today, and then also I'll like double check to. Okay, which button? Oh, this is the button. I'll double check to see like which extra optional shit I can go do now. I think there's like I can't forget. Enemies are all around. They are evil. They wish to eat my butthole. Therefore, I must stop them by being faster than them. And I now remember that I don't have a goddamn map in this place. So everything you have to do at the top of your head. Thank God it didn't take too long of a break in this game. Imagine if I went like for a long ass break. I wouldn't know where the fuck anything is. Okay. The maze that is Dumas' domain. Yes. There's a lot of dead people. I kind of just ran around without really that much, how to put it, without really that much direction. So I'm gonna have to double check and see if I can find an easier method to the madness. Oh, the game is being very laggy today. Love that. It takes a little while for it to, I think, heat up. I have actually no idea what causes it. Ah, dang it. Eat! Come on. Consume all souls, for they will be mine. Oh, I like the reds. Wait, maybe we shouldn't be, like, going around here without that much direction. I know that the game last time, right? Last time on Soul Reaver, the game kind of told me to... You know what? No, let's stay in here. The game kind of told me to go in here because I had to go up towards a certain place. Oh. Pew pew! Power of guns, bitch! It's the American Soul Reaver. The Soul Reaver where he uses guns, don't worry about it. Oh, look at that. Hey. Back to the material realm, where there's actually colors and things look like actual things and not like vague mega darknesses that we can't make out. Can you guys make it out? Yes, you guys can make it out. Okay, this game is very contrasty, very punchy with its colors, which is not a bad thing. Actually, if anything, it's a good thing. It's just weird, you know? Oh, dang it. Ooh. Okay, so I feel like I have to go there? No. Well, we're back to where I stopped last time, where with me getting kind of lost. At least now, the only solution we have, is that we don't have the pain anymore. Aha! So I was able to go in here. And if I remember correct, oh yeah, so you see these light beams? They're not just for like, because they look very cool and they make the environment cooler. They're actually a hint towards higher areas you can reach. If you're not an idiot like me, who instead thinks I have to bring the block back here. And also a neat trick I learned. Want to see a magic trick? Look. If you stand next to a thing and you shoot it, it also moves the block. Look at that. Ain't that neat? Well, I think it's neat. This is so much less like, so much less effort than doing this and then slowly waiting for the animation. No, now I can just like kind of run against it and just kind of shoot it.
Finally, this game is appealing to my American senses.
I could just shoot the fuck out of it. Oh. I have no idea how that one registered it correctly, but you know what? I'm gonna accept it. Another basically hint was actually the texture on the wall there, the little highlight. I guess that is what I should have seen as like a hint towards where I'm supposed to go. Wait, where's that spear? Not that one, the other one. I want it. Gimme, 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 gimme. There we go. I'm taking it with me because you never know when you'd have to deal with fucking combat. And if you do, I'd rather have the opportunity to defend myself than not have the opportunity to defend myself. What the fuck? Wait a minute. This is... Every time I have to like double check, I'm always a little okay, so what I'm most anxious about with this game, right, is since it's a game that plays so much of like, yes, having contrast levels be so high, is that I'm kind of always afraid of the game being too dark and the encoder basically just encoding absolutely goddamn nothing, right? But this game actually does have punchy contrast, so sometimes there are things you just don't see, right? Like if you have the darknesses, the shadows, they're actually fully black. Which works for horror games. Isn't technically realistic, but who cares for realism if you can, you know, have a cool vibe going. Oh my god. Oh, look, there's balls there. Lovely. I can use this. Nice. Let's use it! So it just puts them in a stun state? That's kind of lame. I thought that was going to be cooler somehow. Although I think that a lot in this game. Okay. 360. Ooga booga ooga! Dang it! Gotcha, bitch. Oh god, this music is so fun. Wait, why am I'm doing blocks again? I could just shoot them. Dang it. Move block once. Then go around. Shoot block. Shoot block with powers. Put block on other block. Dang it. Would have been too clever of me. Do I have to do all the blocks? I think I do have to bring all of them over, right? Kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, because otherwise I have no way of getting one block higher than the other. Okay. Neat! More block puzzles. This game is just 100% block puzzles. And honestly, I don't mind it that much. I think it's very nice. Good old block puzzles. It breaks up the combat because the combat's not necessarily that great. I wish for the DLC for Valhalla they would have brought in some block puzzles. That would have been funny. Could you imagine if all of a sudden like the game is like, Kratos, you have to put in the effort of putting in the block puzzles. Yes, it would have been so funny. Is this a block puzzle? It is. Yeet. So you see my idea? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this block puzzle thing all the way to one side, then make it so that I shift this puzzle block on that puzzle block, and then I'll be able to have access to the separate realm of the other side. Big brain time, baby. Whoop. Yep. But first, I will collect the blue balls. Oh, no, one more. Give me. There we go. Aha. Whee. I like the variation as well. Even though this is all like a... Well, it's all vampires and sort of gothic. At the same time, it's sort of industrial and dirty and grimy and rusty. The contrast between the two, I just think, is very neat. Okay. And I have... Where's the stick? Oh, there it is. Gotta take my stick. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Okay, what if I instead then take this, move it in the middle, and then I jump up this way, and then I do this again. Shit. Wait, did I fuck up the puzzle somehow? Well, I don't see any... There's not any more, like, puzzle pieces here I can use, right? No. Can't seemingly get those up. Maybe I just fucked up the jump. Yeah, I fucked up the jump. Yeah, there we go. Yeah! Yeah, let's go! Hype. Absolute hype. Okay, let's see what's next. This fucking place is dark as shit. I can't see diddly dick in here. Well, now what the fuck have I entered? Aha. Kind of in what in the arena dome fucking ass is this? Whip. Every environment I encounter, I'm just always taken aback by, like, goddamn, the complexity, or the at least sort of perceived complexity of the entirety of this thing is interesting. Oh. Can't open that door, apparently. That's sad. Oh, shit! I don't know where he came from. Son of a bitch tried to scare the tits off of me. Crazy old motherfucker. Can I climb these things? Nope. Ah. Uh-oh. I think I see what's going on here. I'm gonna bomb this place into oblivion through a gas leak. Ah, yes. The ancient vampire citadel strategy of having a gas leak available. Ah. Okay, then. So it just engulfs this entire room into flames, or its entire down section. Let's first go explore this door. See what's in here. Wait a minute, don't I recognize this? Oh, look at that! Yeet. It's the main courtyard. Hey, we made it back. Nice. Let's go check out the other hallway. So we have to remember that. We brought the one block back to the main courtyard section. Now we're gonna have to go look, see what the other side will provide. Perhaps something good, perhaps something bad. Feel like it's also a tunnel we might have explored before. As everything is kind of a tunnel we've explored before. At least to me, seemingly it is. What? Curious. Oh. Look, we're back here. Okay. Gotta remember that. Big brain, remember the spiraling nature of this place. It almost starts to sound like the sound effects if you remember in SpongeBob. Whenever Squidward would walk around somewhere, it'd be like a slight plap whenever he would walk around anywhere, and that's kind of what this Raziel's like feet clambering on the floor kind of remind me of. Vaguely, you know, vaguely. Well, there's only one path, so I suppose it's up there. Unless the game wants me to go up there, which I don't have access to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make the game slightly louder. There you go. And now whenever I speak, it goes down. But when the game is doing and jamming out, it can be loud. Ain't that nice? No, don't. I don't know if I put it in the description this time. Oh no, it's probably in there from last time. That, like, heads up for anyone watching, we are indeed playing a PlayStation 1 PAL version of the game. Playing it on the PlayStation 3. One of those old gen ones, with which we can actually, you know, do things like, oh shit, there's nothing in there. Oh, maybe we do go to that little window there? Okay. I think this area does a lot with the lighting, by the way. Places like bathed in shadow but still visible, places bathed in light. Either that's like texture, a lot of texture work, or it's I think it's vertex painting. I think it's like vertex shading, sort of, which is kind of awesome to see, especially in an older game like this. Oh well, that's That's the bare remains of a corpse. Holy shit. Kind of freaky, all the corpses and shit. This place is just totally dead. Oh, what the fuck? Well. When in doubt, spectral shift. Oh. Oh, thank God I jumped on the right one. Okay. Colonel, we're getting out of here. Out of here by getting higher. This is not Metal Gear. Maybe I should see if I can play Metal Gear next week. Aha. That could be fun. I still have the copy lying around here, that's why. I also have a copy for Silent Hill 1, so we can play either of those. A little bit of a PS1 binge. A little bit of a retro... I wouldn't say retro indie, but an actual retro AAA. God damn it. Maybe here? Maybe from this side? I feel the jump is doable. It's just like I'm not doing it right. Why do I hear creatures? I could be in the spectral realm for however long I like. I don't need enemies starting to like be all spooky and shit. Oh, wait a minute. I get it. I'm a stupid dum-dum. I'm a stupid dum-dum. You see? Now we're here, and now we can make it across. Yippee! Thank God for puzzling. And down it goes. Nice. Okay then. Next section, down below. A bit of an ego tripper has his like clan symbol all over the walls everywhere. God damn, what was this guy doing? Aha. One thing you never really can tell, and that's the one downside sometimes, is I can never tell where there is like going to be a spectral realm shift and where there is like a material realm shift. Oh. Every time I feel like the music's going to be all dynamic and shit, and like be like all like it dynamically shifting with you, but then it's not. That's a little sad. Ooh. Did somebody say anything about boy milk? God damn it, Arthur. Nobody said something about boy milk. There's no boy milk here. Or is there? He was on the top G Sigma male grind set. Human set. God damn it. He was on the top G Sigma male grind human trafficking CEO mindset. Ugh, God damn it. Trudeau. Shit. Duma was on that like. God damn it. And push. Yep. Music is kind of nice. Anything that's weird tiki-talk music that makes you like think about what you're doing. Oh. Okay. Oh shit, there's like two of them there. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, when in doubt. Whee! Okay, that shit's really cool. You see, why can't I have more AAA? How come a PlayStation 1 game from 20 years ago has like cool realm shifting, like geometry spinning tech? And in my 2023, I have to like, it's like all basically like pre-written sort of scripted content stuff. Even though this is you could technically argue this is scripted too. I don't know, this feels less scripted. Ah. Oh. Very straightforward. Would have totally figured this out on my own. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Big door open. Let's go! Ooh.
My brother, Duman, a powerful warrior in life. He would have burned with shame to have me find him here like a stuck pig.
Oh. Yeah, a true ego tripper has big statues of himself in his goddamn room. God, man. For the visage of him being all pinned down, that's kind of sad. Even restrained him to the chair, holy shit. Restrained to a chair, triple spiked. Dang. What does this look like in the spectral realm? Shouldn't you have a ghost? Oh!
Come to save my soul, prodigal brother.
Not to save it, but to take it. Your only salvation is release.
Oh. Ah! Okay, that does nothing to him. Retreat! Retreat! He is all powerful! No, no, no. Eh! No! Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Ah! I can't see shit! Come on. Come on. Shua. There we go. He's just been collecting he's just been biding his time. He's like, I'm dead, but I'm not dead. He's just been like waiting here in the underworld. Underworld? Spectral realm? I kind of mix up the two a lot of the time, so. Well, time to burn our brother. Back to the material realm. So he beats my ass in the spectral realm, and he beats my ass in the material realm. Raziel really is kind of weak. If it wasn't for all the people living inside of their own death-like contraptions, he'd be totally fucked. Think about it. Like, the only reason Raziel makes it out of any of this is because everyone's so stupid to have to live inside of a video game PS1 puzzle, you know? No. Laser. Forgot. I'm not Luke Sky. God damn it. Stop over jumping. Put that there. And then, worst case scenario, we can, you know, just beat his ass. Oh, he. Get up there.
Unbound at last. I thank you, brother.
Your thanks are premature, Duman. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in limbo have honed my strength. Not even Cain is my equal.
Even the strongest vampire is vulnerable.
We shall test your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is done.
Well, we tried, but that. Ah! Ah! What does that do? Ah! Oh. Ah! No! Ah! Run, Raziel, run! Run, Raziel, he's an asshole! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. He's still following? Hey! Jackass, get back here! No, I can't aim for shit. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yee! $5'11" against 6 feet. True. Oh. Why is he being all coy and shit? He needs to follow me. Follow me! Follow me, you blibbering idiot. Did you get stuck on something? Ow! Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait, what do you mean he could consume my soul? What the fuck? That's bullshit. Ah! There we go. He's moving again. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not where we have to be, is it? Uh-oh. Oh, that's why he wasn't following me. It's the wrong fucking direction. Oh, let me guess. It's that door there. Yeah, there we go. Duma! Duma. Duma? 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 Where the fuck did he go? Did he go into the wall? Duma. Hello?
You are persistent, Raziel.
I thought he was like dancing slightly. So because I went into the wrong fucking direction, he despawned, goes back. What does he then do? What's his plan? Like, is his plan just to like kind of chill? Oh shit! To the rhythm to him. Okay, no, this way. Okay, if I kind of see him in the back of my camera. Ooh. Come on, come here. Okay. This music is fucking hype, though. I love how we're both waiting for the frame skips to stop so we can just play the fucking game. Come here, big fucker! He wants to vor your soul, like most big hair daddies. I would say, though, it is sort of a mutual voring. It's like I want to vor his soul, and he wants to vor my soul. I'm fighting the camera. Or I feel like I'm fighting the camera because I kind of... Get. Ah! Duma! Duma? Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, I kind of need you down here, though, you big motherfucker. Oh, there you are. No. come. Nice.
Consuming Duma's soul empowers you to wind a constricting band of spectral energy around your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both the spectral and material realms, and in the physical world, it can be employed to manipulate otherwise immovable objects.
And how do I do it? How do I activate the ability? Is it a button? I don't get it. How's the game? The game's good. We just defeated another boss. Now I think we have all of the upgrades necessary to fight Cain, maybe? Not particularly certain, but I feel like we could. Let's go back to that one room where we had that statue of Duma. Maybe there's something there we can do now that we have his like soul and shit. That was a fun little puzzle boss, you know. You kind of have to lead him. He doesn't really want to go, so you kind of have to follow him along. The game's a bit laggy, though. That is the one thing. But that might have to do with the PS3 overheating a lot. Might have something to do with that, you know. What's the game called? That's in the title of the stream. It's called Soul Reaver. It's a PlayStation 1 game in the Legacy of Kain franchise. It's technically the second game. Okay, so to explain a little bit of context, right? Story time. So, back in the 90s somewhere, Silicon Knights or Silicon Valley, one of the, it's a producer, whatever the fuck, makes this game called the Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. It's this vampire game where you play as this, as basically you play as a bastard. You play as the bad guy. That's kind of like the pitch of that game, right? Through a moral like gray world of grim dark fantasy bullshit, you know. So what you do, you're like a petty noble who dies, and you get resurrected by someone called Martinius to become a vampire and shit. And your challenge throughout that entire game is you are well the main vampire guy, and you have to kill these guardians of these like pillars that like keep up the world or whatever the fuck. At the end of that game, a lot of stuff happens. Oh, okay. So at the end of that game... Oh, so it is a key. Anyway, so at the end of that game, something you do within it is that you essentially activate... You essentially just have to destroy all the guardians of the pillars, but in a final twist it is revealed that when the first... guardian died, their spirit or like their duty bound as guardian was reborn into the main character Cain, and so he gets the choice at the end of the world to either play the game and play the world or oh shit, oh shit. Into the fire, American style. This is American Soul Reaver. I use the power of... Oh, thank you. I use the power of powers to suck things up. Wait. So within that game, at the end, you get the choice to either save the world by killing yourself or become a dogmatic vampire ruler. And so this game takes place millions of years into the future, where you play as one of Cain's underlings, Raziel. And what happens is, well, there's this vampire society that's born from it, and the idea is that, well, Raziel was one of Cain's most trusted lieutenants, and what they would do is essentially over time they would become more evolved, right? They would evolve into less human forms and more like creature vampire forms, and usually Cain would be the first one to do so, then Raziel and the others would follow. But this time something different happened. Raziel grew wings, and in sort of a fit of rage... Oh, fuck! Cain turned them into, Cain turned Raziel into a, he didn't turn him into a wraith. It's more like he, supposedly out of jealousy at first, or like a weird sort of dogmatic I am the ruler kind of thing, turns him into a, Power, bitch! Throws him into this thing called the whirling abyss, this water vortex that, you know, vampires can't survive in. And at the last moment, Raziel is turned into this, a soul reaver, and now he has to go out into the world millennia even after that and collect the souls of his brothers and eventually defeat Cain, you know? Gives me weirdly gothic horror. Yeah, it's definitely gothic horror. The PS3 laggy. Well, it is a PS1 game, so like even PS1 games were notoriously shit when it came to their performance back in the day. But outside of that even, in this case, it's also very much because the PS3 I'm running it on, which is one of those very, 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 very old ones, right? Has the, how to put it? Has the one downside where I kind of have to switch out the thermal paste of the fucker. And so otherwise this thing is, if I take off my headset for a second, yeah, I can hear it blow. Now, it's not going to blow too hard, because at the end of the day, it's a PS1 game, it's emulating, it's playing, and not a, like, full-on PS3 game or whatever. But it's still, you know, a little hefty for the little guy, so he's not that great at running it. I just have to buy thermal paste. I have to order it online. I have to remind myself to do it. That's the biggest one. And so every time the... Actually, wait a minute, now that I come to think of it. You guys just reminded me about something. That is that the game... Okay, Soul Reaver B, fuck it. Every time the game does a weird thing, if I do lose progress, the game gets stuck, what will happen is that I have to do all that shit all over again. So I might as well just save. Thank you guys for the save, by the way. Because the game's gonna be all wacky anyway. Come on, get... No! Dang it. One. Shit. Give me power. Aha! The power of sound. I sing so badly, I shoot them into an ear-piercing beep. There we go. There we go, and I just have to suck up their souls. In the process, Raziel also loses his jaw. That's just the weird PS1 thing, you know? Medieval, he loses his jaw. Raziel loses his jaw. Everyone just kind of loses their jaw when they're a PlayStation 1 character. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's just what it is, you know? Remember to buy the good thermal paste. Sucks having to replace it every 2 years. I have to replace it every 2 years? Oopsie. Yeah, then I am riding dry on fumes, I imagine. I think this is purely through thermal conduction the thing is heating then. I opened it once to basically dust out the entire fucker, you know. That's the one thing I have done. So, which that's already pretty good, right? Right, let's just take a save. We might as well. And then see what else we gotta do. Yeah. Boop. Also, the one thing that it allows us to do, by the way, since we are playing it on like a PS3, is that the PS3 has its own like methodology for smoothing out its world. However, we can also turn that off because some genius at Sony, actual genius, actual compliment, not being rhetorical here, not being like condescending in any way, added the smart... Wait, let me find an environment where you can very clearly see it. They added an option to turn automatic smoothing in older games off, which I will forever be grateful for. So, okay, you see how everything's like pixelated on the walls and shit? Like the game looks like a Minecraft, right? It has a little bit of that Minecraft going, but even then, if I perfectly hold still, you see the little opening here to the side of Raziel above the lettering here in that little platform? There is, outside of the pixelation on the texture, there is this very slight dithering going on in the shading, and that dithering kind of goes away if you turn on smoothing. And if you look up the game online, right? The majority of gameplays will look like this. They'll look like a weird, smoothed out version of the game. But they're technically smoothing out so many of the small ass details and the way that the PS1 handled like shading over gradients and stuff like that, that in my opinion, it makes the game look worse. I think it looks better when you just embrace the pixelation. I mean, it's never going to be the same like having an actual CRT screen with how that breaks up textures, but this is pretty close actually, I would say. This gets pretty close to that shit. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh god damn it. I can't go up there anymore? Boo. Can I ask you something? What's your favorite villain in a game? It's a good question. I don't even really know. It kind of depends, right? Like, I'm not gonna go with a generic answer. Like, I like Ganondorf because he's a Ganon. Because like Ganondorf isn't really a villain in my eyes. Ganondorf is more like a Okay, let me suck up his soul. There we go. No, I just needed his soul. That's all. Sorry, little fuckers. Leave me alone. Let's see if I can get the fuck out of here. Oh, look, now I'm on top. Now. See if I can find the exit. I think, honestly, for now at least, because I can't think of anything else, my answer would probably be Kain from this franchise. But he isn't really a villain. He's more of a... He's an antagonist, you know? He's the bad guy. He's the force you're fighting against within this game, but not necessarily a bad guy, as you learn in the sequels and stuff like that, you know? At least that's what we had to do at work. Genetic aligning in phylogenetic is a very processor-heavy processor. So you end up nuking them after a while anyway. Well, thank God games don't have to do that complicated calculations, but it's still a little complicated. Oh, look, harpoon. This is my harpoon now. I'm taking it with me. I like pointy stick. I keep thinking I can like jump whilst climbing, but that's an innovation added later in games.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
Ooh, Kain awaits our arrival. Which means we should probably take this time to do other shit. Poke enemy to poke, true. I can't English at the moment, oh no. Vast from Fallout 3 was my favorite. I'm actually kind of trying to think, what is my favorite enemy in a video game? Like the bad guy, right? Like the antagonist? Kind of depends, because a lot of the games I like, it's like, ah yes, the antagonist was not you necessarily, but wasn't really an antagonist all along. There we go. Look how they're written here. I think my favorite antagonist, my favorite bad guy in a video game, villain, is probably the nemesis of God of Resident Evil 3. But not the new one, the old one. Because in the new one, they fucked them up, and you can watch my 8-hour playthrough of Resident Evil 3 remake to hear me continuously bitching about that. I don't recommend it, by the way, but like, actually no, I do kind of recommend it, because at the same time, it's a little funny. It's a little funny, right? Me bitching about this stuff. Okay, wait a minute. So, I can go north, and there will be Kain. This is, by the way, the cliff I got thrown off of in the beginning of the game, which is very funny to basically be here, right? Mine has to be Handsome Jack. Lancer just do a good listen. Handsome Jack's not a bad option. He's from Borderlands, if I remember correctly, right? That's not necessarily that bad. Okay, wait, pull up the good old upper browser, Soul Reaver, light glyph, sunlight glyph is the final glyph that Raziel can acquire in Soul Reaver. It's found in the sunlight altar area. Where the fuck is the sunlight altar area? Area seen the sunlight legacy of Cain features an optional area where Raziel can obtain the sunlight glyph. Encompasses a landlocked, water-clogged valley directly south of the Sands Cathedral, bisected by a tower machine designed to emit light. How do you get there? Can be accessed through the grate in the moat surrounding the entrance to the Sands Cathedral. After a short excursion through the flood tunnels, blah 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 blah. Yes. Okay, cool. I know where we're going. So we're gonna go to the Sands Cathedral, which is the spider area, but not to be in the spider area, but to be like next to the spider area. Not there, that leads to the human settlement. We're not going to the human settlement. We're not going to Raziel's settlement. Going down here. Going back to Zephon's domain. And suck. Yeah, Borderlands. Oh, so it is Borderlands. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. God, my room is warm. I don't know why I aired it out earlier, but like, fuck me. I don't know if it's is it the heating maybe? Wait, let me double check something actually behind me. What's the heating? Like, why is it? I'm turning it off even though it wasn't really on. For some reason my room just feels warmer than usual. And no, it doesn't have to do with the PlayStation 3. That little furnace sits in its own corner of the side, so that has nothing to do with it. It's just surprising. You know? That's all. So that's the thing we're gonna go get. And to get it, we're gonna have to go... Not there. Not that one. This one. The one wing. Save the game just in case, because we made our way out. Good horror game, Soma. It's not a these nuts joke. I've heard of that one. I've heard really good things of that one, but I haven't played it yet. For horror games, when I wanted to play soon, because well, now that I have it anyway, lend it from my brother, just like I lend Soul Reaver 1. Might play the first Silent Hill game, because I think that one might be nice to do. Soma's definitely one on the list. I have a few games I actually wanted to get to play and try and beat before the end of the year. One of them that's like on the list to sort of try and beat for the end of the year is Cyberpunk. Like, I got pretty far in that one, and I feel like if we just complete the DLC, we might be able to get some cool shit out of that, you know? So at least it will be, like, the game will be done. That's the main thing I'm now kind of going for. Wow. I can't see shit. In the end, I can't see shit. The fucking swimming is terrible. No, the only thing I would say that holds this game back is a second joystick. If the camera were to just be on a second joystick and it wouldn't be this like weird, sort of weird in-between bullshit, then I would be much less unreasonably angry with it from time to time, you know? Ooh. It's not scary, it's more interesting. That's fair. Although most good horror games, to be honest, are all kind of just like more interesting than necessarily oh. Complete optional area you can miss, by the way. Ooh. has its own music, this place as well. What the fuck? Okay, now this game is notorious for having a lot of it scrapped during the... Oh, man! Oh. No! Fall into the fire. Fall into the fire. Fall into the fire. Fall into the fire. Yeah! Look at that. Hi, welcome. Welcome in. Hope you're doing okay. Wait, I wanted to suck a soul. Come here. See, this is a perfectly optional area. If you then include enemies with like projectiles, but that are on your path very clearly, fine. At least the punishment here by the time you're in this section of the game isn't like... wait a minute. Okay, we're almost up there. At least like, unlike Rahab's section. Because in Rahab's section, when you die, you just fall into the water and then you have to go into Spectral Realm and it's like really annoying. Again, watch the last stream to see me rage on that thing. Here it's more, well, you already have the swimming ability, so it's not like you're constantly getting punished that way. That, and you are kind of expected to, I suppose, have at least, yeah, no, you're actually supposed to have all the abilities to get to this point. Or at least Rahab's section. Which requires you to have done, well, you know, a lot of the other ones as well. Okay, there we go. Oh, chat's homies, whatever the word is. You just call them chat. They're a collective entity. Don't worry about it. Okay, I hear something screeching. I don't like it. Oh, look at that! Look, we got him! Boom, boom, baby. Okay, we're sniping. We're sniping now, boys. I have no idea what constitutes sniping, but... Oh, we got him! Oh, look at him! Oh, and he's dead. Across the pond. And suck. Okay, so... Oh my god, no! Ooh. Okay, let's beat his ass. Beat his ass! Yeah! Fuck you, Terrelliums. Okay, you gave us our original stick back. Okay, who's here? Hello? Who's here to fight me? Don't worry, I will shove a stick up your ass. That's my thing we're doing. The donuts are always watching, indeed. It's nice to talk. Have fun with the stream and a wonderful day. You too have a wonderful day. Did I just make a little circle? Oh, I'm on the other side of the circle. Okay. This thing is like looping around. And I'm on the other side of it. Neat. Just need to watch out with like visibility and... Oh! Yeet! Did he get yeeted off? He got yeeted into the water down below, right? Oh. Dang it. That's an annoying place for him to be. Shit. Can't really snipe him from here either. So I'm kind of stuck with it for now. Oh, look, pipes. Little door. Hello? Who's here? Who lives inside this little plane of existence? Well, this is fucking dingy. Going into someone's sex dungeon? What the fuck? Oh my god, this is huge. Bro, how is this all like an optional area you can totally like miss? fucked. That's so fucked in my head. It's like, what the hell? Full gameplay, full puzzles, all optional. What? Okay, maybe at one point it was all supposed to be mandatory. Again, this game is notorious for having cut content within it, but still. Okay, it's something timed. Okay, that's just bricks. Huh. What the fuck? Okay, so I imagine, if I had to guess, something like the block puzzle here. It's like turn the switch, make sure it's turned all the way to the other side, then put in the block to stop it from turning around, right? Look, it like activates all little flames and shit. I'm surprised my stream isn't as lagging as before. Unlike before, that's good. That is good. Aww. Look, you see? Boom, baby. And now we have lights. I don't necessarily know what that's gonna accomplish, but the idea is nice. Oh, that must be so good for his back. Too clean to be a sex dungeon. Fair enough. Oh look, there's little flames on the walls and shit. That's nice. This game could be so cool when it wants to be. If anything, I'm just surprised for like an old ass game like this, the amount of variation there is within the like the verticality and stuff like that. It's kind of impressive. It is, no, it not, just not kind of is. It is really impressive, especially for a game this old, you know. Like this is a what, 90 something. Okay. What do you do? Interesting. He sees me, but he can't do anything against me. Yeet! Dang it. Okay, I must ignore him. Ow. Woo! Door. Door. Safety door. Came out the same year as Superman 64. Really? That's amazing, because that game is notoriously really shit. Oh! The fuck was that? Motherfucker scared the shit out of me. Okay. Oh, now what the fuck did I stumble upon? Oh. Aha. So this seems like the altar I'm supposed to be in. I imagine that's where that crystal on the outside is for. Somehow. I think I did step 1 probably, right? Like I activated the whatever the fuck the contraption was on the outside. I feel like that's gonna be step 1. And then whatever's next is whatever's next. Yeet. What? Oh, dang it. No. It still lags a little bit from time to time. That's just because of, you know, old console and shit. Ah, okay. Control is my one issue with this game. Yeet! Give me soul, bitch! Come on. Come on, don't let me stand in here. Come on, don't let me just wait here. Really? Are you just gonna let me? Sadness. Opening my maw for no one. Oh shit, another one. Norm, next door. I don't have a lot of time left in the material realm. I kind of need to watch out. Should have taken one of those wall pipes with me. Ah, tits! I'm more intrigued and curious. Every time I find something, I'm like, wait, wow, ooh, wow, ooh, wow. You know? Come on. The burning! Soul. Num nums. Thank you. Yeet. Wall pipe. Yeah, look at that. Ta-da! Most powerful ever. Scrolling through the App Store and I see a game called Idolmaster Legends Travel. There's to be many engines for Pokemon. It will not be licensed. Nah, the App Store is full of scam games. Mobile games. The biggest scam of them all. Oh! I wonder what's the deal with all the orange balls everywhere. I hope that's not going to be important. Bro, he's so big he didn't even see me. How dare he disrespect me like that, you bastard. Give me my stick back, you fucker. It would require one to get the fuck up there. Which I can't in the material realm. However, if I'm lucky, maybe the spectral realm has some answers for me. That's reminder to self. The spectral realm material like gameplay shit is so cool. Just put your credit card info. No! No. Don't just randomly put your credit card info in anywhere. You shouldn't do that. Let's go to this room first. Then I'll contemplate what I have to do in the other room. Oh shit! Son of a cock bitch. Ooh. That's a big fucking wheel. And it's leaking here. Lovely. Oh no, block puzzles. Okay, let's return to the other room. Is the swirling thing a timer between your time in the material realm or something? So the swirling thing is my health bar essentially, right? And when it's full, I spawn that like glowy stick called the Soul Reaver. It's not outside of me being the Reaver of Souls, the weapon I wield is the Soul Reaver, which only exists in the spectral realm or in the material realm when my health is full. And when I'm in the material realm and my health is full, outside of look what I can do, right? So I can go into the spectral realm. At any point you can go to the spectral realm, by the way, in the game. The spectral realm is also where you go when you die. So there isn't really death in this game, except when you die in the spectral realm, and then you get sent back to like the beginning of the game. You keep your progress, but like... And indeed, when I don't have the Soul Reaver on me, so when I take a little bit of damage, the circle slowly like goes down, right? And like very slowly you start losing your sanity, not sanity. You start losing your like grip on reality, and indeed when it like empties out, you get sent back to the spectral realm where you have to like recharge and go back to the material realm. That's what the swirly thingy is. That's what it does. It's pretty cool. Drink your water, you dehydrated bitch. God damn it. Let me hydrate indeed. Let me more water. There we go. I know it had a little metal thingy from like the gamerrage, how I mix my drinks, but it's not. Believe me, it's actual. It was actual just water in there. Actually, I haven't really been drinking gamer subs for the past few days, which is interesting as well. The only thing I have been drinking from time to time is regular energy drinks again. Okay, back into this room. Whoop. Oh, interesting. Okay, so some water factor I'm gonna have to activate. Let me guess, how does it activate? Indeed, with block puzzles, boys. Yeah, I love block puzzles. Unironically, I kind of like the block puzzles though. I think they're kind of cute. They're never too difficult, and they're a nice breaker of the pacing. You know, they're nice little like, okay, time for a little logic puzzle. You know, time for a little logic puzzle. There we go. Look at that. You. I'm starting to feel grateful all I had until 2009 was my N64 and a GameCube. I would have totally stolen my mom's credit card for V-Bucks. No. Not V-Bucks, no. I actually have played a lot of games where it had like online microtransactions. I would just accept that like, yes, looking cool in games I'm not allowed to do. And therefore I would feel sad because of that. Nowadays, it's like, I have the money to spend on it, but it's like, do I really want to spend the money on this? If that makes sense. It's less of a like, yes, I can do it, and more of a, should I do it? There's more important things to spend my money on, as well as like, you know, just keeping a general reserve for oh. Ooh. Aha! Look at that. Bro, what are we powering here? As well, I also kind of love the design aesthetic from this game. It's not as much like, yes, it all has to be realistic. It's more of like, you know, it's gamey. It's kind of video gamey. So it's like, how does it work? Engineering, vaguely, he said. That pipe's not important. There's so much character. Okay, so this thing... So in the physical realm, they're too small and I can't do anything with it. But in the spectral realm, I actually can use these. No, I cannot use these. Really? Don't you guys feel like these should have just been like climbable? Okay, then not. Fuck you, I suppose. Okay, that's a wall with nothing behind it. Alright, gotcha. Okay. It's a little portal. Where's my little portal? There's my little portal. Shake it up, they could have gone for cuboid conundrums. Okay. So we activated that thing. Now we're gonna go back to the previous room and see if it changed anything. Truly a multi-level puzzle. Find the puzzles within each room that contribute to a...
Contribute to an overall larger puzzle.
It will eventually give me the power to wield power itself, I think. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Ah! Look at that! Now the gears are shifting. That's nice. Can I go? Eh. Can I, eh. Dang it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Spectral realm. Save me. Wait a minute. Interesting. There's only one out. How the fuck do I get out of this room? I get rid of the light. God dang it. Is it just a thing about like timing? Ah, it is just a timing thing. Okay. I'm just an idiot. Oh, dang it. See, this is that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where you just kind of have to... Ah! And suck a soul. Just finished the first episode of Spy X Family. Oh, that's an anime I haven't heard about for ages. Oh god, the sound. It might be glitching. Every so often in stream it like glitches and then there might be some crispy audio compression going on that like fucks up. So that is a thing that sometimes happens. I still don't really have an explanation for it. Okay, I got lucky there. He was supposed to hit me first and I kind of got, I think, invisibility frames because of my... Okay, we're not done here yet because you see, this thing is still not moving. Trying to think, is there something in this room somewhere I might want to... Okay, this room will not let me through unless... But that's spinning. Why is the other one spinning? Can I... Wait a minute. I mean, how eerie it sounds. The crispness adds to it. That is true. Sound design is really nice in this area. It does feel like this desolated, abandoned. Like the feels or vibes are correct, right? It's like it's like I'm awakening an old, ancient factory. And it does feel like that. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? Because this is what I don't understand, right? So this thing is spinning, right? That thing is spinning. On all fronts, it is spinning as far as we understand, right? However, there are a lot of like glowy orbs up there, which I'm still curious about, but that might just be a tease, let's be honest. But Spike's Family's cute. It's a cute show, you know? Oh! Oh, he just respawns, you bastard. Don't worry, I'll get a pipe and I'll beat your ass with it. Bastard. Wait a minute. Into the spectral realm. Suck a soul. There we go. Go double check the environment, see if there's anything here I should be worried about. Nope. Nope, not at all. I feel this room is done. Nothing more we can do here. Right? Okay. Nothing more we can do there. That thing just spins. Man, does it spin. He sings so bad it kills him. Lovely. Okay. Back into here. Room with the big donuts. Where the answer is to run. I love piping your enemies. Are you just being... You guys keep saying I'm sus, but honestly, you guys are more sus than even me. Wait a minute. Oh no, okay, that just looked like a... That looked like an exit, but it wasn't one. Thing's spinning. You see it spinning, right? That's the big thing. Big thing spinning. Ooh, look at big shape. Big shape spinning. Ooh. These guys respawn too. Odd. Why aren't you spinning? Aren't you connected to the other side? What the fuck? Am I missing something? Probably something small I'm missing. I feel like it might have to do with the only other section we have access to, which is this room, because I remember it showing us like the upper area, right? How do we get there? Time to look up the answer. Notes. So much space, which is an implication for the plot. Sound like it was altered, however, it's the first of the demos released to the public. May have been its entire purpose. In alpha and beta versions of the game, this zone is inhabited by Dumahim. They were replaced with Terrellium, probably because Terrell's clan territory was cut out of the game and there weren't enough Terrellium in the game. They don't inhabit any specific area in large numbers and blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's see how we do it. Sunlight. There we go. Game facts. Let's do it. Old school. Yeah. Old school looking up a fucking thing. Truly the old school way of doing the game. Kaya, yeah, Terrell, strategy, Durahim, Kane, artifacts, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm looking for. Glyphs. Okay, Force Cliff, Castle of the Dead. To get the Force Glyph, return to the lake center of the Castle of the Dead, jump in, we're to reach a gate. Follow a path, face through it, follow along path, Force Glyph altar. Here, push over pillars to get this glyph into glyph points. Stone Glyph, Nup Raptors retreat. Once you're in this, can scale walls, return to the lake at a blah 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 blah. We already have that one. The Sound Glyph, we already have that one too. The Water Glyph. Oh, that one we missed. Sadness. In the human city, there is a large moat spanned by a bridge. There is a lady around there. Jump in the moat and find a grate. Scatter it with your force shot and swim through all the way through this narrow tube. You will shortly thereafter. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's in the human city. Fire Glyph. Once you can swim and have the Fire Reaver warp to Razilium's blah 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 blah. There we go. Sunlight Glyph. The Valley of Sunlight. There we go. Time to read. The answer is always donuts. The answer is not donuts today. The answer is game facts. Warp back to the Sounds Cathedral and jump into the moat. Pass through the gate and to the right and follow the path to the portal. Now swim up and onto the ledge. From there, jump into the copper tower. Then onto the ledge, then onto the campfire, and finally down to the face of the ledge. High jump to the ledge above and do so again. Follow the path through the door. When you get to a ledge, jump into the Valley House area and dispatch the Terrellium Vampire. Take the doorway into the alley, climb down this ledge until you find a wooden door, one in the cinema. Enter and follow the path until you reach a large room with a wheel in the center. Kill the Terrellium Vampire, then jump onto the wheel. I don't even remember which fucking part I'm reading now, but whatever. From there, proceed to jump up to the vents until you find a block. Shove it off onto the ground. Now return to the ground. Pull the blocks forwards in front of the opening in the wheel closest to the crank. Now pull the crank. Yeah, that we've already done. That we have done, right? The burners above the crank will have been lit permanently. Exit the room. Okay, okay, so we already did that part. Jump across the copper platforms into the copper tower. Follow the spiraling blah 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 blah. Once you enter, you'll see that broken rope bridge leads down this room. This is where we are. Okay, jump down to the bottom and quickly kill the Terrellium Vampire. Open the door and follow the path until you reach a rotating wheel with a triangular opening. Run through it, then shift onto the spectral plane to walk through all the other triangular openings until you reach a portal. Shift back. Okay, this is where we are. Oh, we're actually really near the end. It's just literally probably the last thing I can't see. Shift back and open the door. Follow the path until you reach a big copper room with a wheel. Jump into a pit and use the blocks to connect the 2 pipes. The only trick is to use the 2-hole pipe only. Yeah, we followed that one. Turn the wheel and start the giant machine. Now go back onto the wheel and go over to the area to its... Now go back to the wheel and go to the areas to its rights. The pipes are now blowing out. Blowing out steam. Glide over the... you see. Okay, forget it. Yep, okay, that's what I needed. So a detail... A fucking detail I apparently missed. Which, you know, fair enough. Remember there were those pipes where I was like, man, I feel like I should be able to jump from them from like platform to platform, right? Apparently I was half correct. What I should have done, I should have went there in the material realm, because apparently now they're blowing out steam, and well, remember, Raziel, wings, I can use that steam to climb. Nope. Killed enough of your kind. Out of my way. I love how PS1 characters. Again, I think more games should do that. Where if there is a puzzle, the one hint ought to be that the character looks in the direction of the puzzle. Oh, there we go. Ah. That could have been a little bit more clearly visually illustrated, but okay. I'll take it. Now I just have to get good at it. Okay, I just suck at this. Aha! Look at that. Ta-da! I knew I was supposed to get up there. Aha! The plot thickens. Okay, time to head over here. Okay, this is the room with all the different glowy balls. Which seem like they should be a thing. Is there like a lever here or something? No. It's kind of cool though. Look at that. Shit, for a PS1 game, so much overkill. Oh, shit. I was about to die. Oh no, okay, so I can't. Wait a minute. Okay, thank God. Pull up the guide again. Might as well, I'm so close anyway. Okay, so when you room with 3 pistons, there's a room with the 3 pistons. Avoid the holes in the floor, make your way to the back of the room, jump into the left hole, and you should end up near the first rotating wheel with a triangle-like opening. Turn to the valley, then light the hose. Wait, what? First jet stream onto the second one, onto the third, then jump onto the crunching structure onto the walkway. Follow this path. You're now in a room with 3 pistons. Avoid the holes in the floor and make your way up to the back of the room. Jump into the left hole and you should end up near the first rotating wheel with a triangle opening. So spilled milk also thickens. Sometimes a puzzle breaky the brain. But now I'm here again. What the fuck did that change? That didn't change anything though, right? Or is it literally me just going through there that now did change the... No, it's still not twisting. Oh, fuck off. Maybe I'll just go outside. Maybe then we'll see, like, it adjusted anyway. Spiral up. Video games have made pistons associated with stage hazards. That is fair enough. Okay, so now tits. Oh! Actually did the puzzle. I was just overthinking it. Dang it. I thought there was like an opening there. Oh! This whole thing is breathing now. That's spooky. This was the room towards the realm thing, right? Yes. Boom, baby. And we save it before we lose progress. This is a cool fucking area. Let's get those rest of those. Oh. Why does the portal get out of here? Yeah, I'm gonna need a soul for that. Come here, you little shits. There we go. Ooh. Spooky. let's test out this new ability. Hello, Trillium. I require your assistance for a quick demonstration. Power! Oh, damn. Okay, so it's just a screen nuke. And then Raziel acquired the ability to just fucking nuke the vampires around him. This indeed is a strange ability. Raziel, you have now obtained the power to sufficiently destroy any vampire you may encounter. I just got an ad for furniture. Furniture, you say? People get some weird ads sometimes. Ooh. Ah. One thing I'm wondering is just, I'm gonna quickly stand here because here I can like stand, is where the fuck is the... Okay, wait, I'm looking for the Valley of Sunlight. I want to see, because I remember seeing a little symbol for it. So, where the fuck is the door? And how did I miss it? Because usually the doors are the first things I find, so I'm just kind of curious. That makes sense. Excuse me, where's your hat, sir? I lost my hat for now. It's gone. For this stream, there will be no hat. I accidentally kind of took it off, so now it's off. Oh no, are you stuck again? No, I was just stuck, and then I now basically got out of being stuck. I'm just looking up something because I kind of want to find something before I leave this little area place. That makes sense. No, not that. I mean annotated map. There we go. So I am now in the sunlight place. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. I'm going the right direction. Oh, I'm surprised I missed that. So, apparently... Apparently, in this area... Come on, can you guys stop smacking me? Apparently, all the way to the side here somewhere. There we go. Ought to be a little secret. Ah ha ha! We found it. Hey there, I love this game, especially the PS1 version. Are you going for all the glyphs and health power-ups? I'm just kind of going for all the glyphs because I'm curious for what they all do, you know? And this is the PS1 version. This is actually a PS1 version just being played on the PS3, you know? Because I can't, you know. I don't really use emulation. There's no particular reason for it. It's just, I don't. It's too much of a hassle. And getting to play it on OG hardware, there's always something a little bit different about it, you know? Hey, nice. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to go to Raziel's territory because there, with the Fire Reaver, I could go do a thing. Actually, wait, quickly shift. Me souls. Soul. So indeed, welcome. Welcome. Holy shit, an actual player who plays this game and not just me who fucks around with this game a lot. We are also, by the way, story-wise, we are basically at the end of the game because we have now done Durham? No, not Durham. Not Durham. What the fuck is his name? Oh, come on. I put his name on the fucking... The brother. Duma. Duma, that's his name. Duma. We have done his stuff, so... Last two glyphs are actually useful. I used them in the final stage of the game. Up to that point, I hadn't bought river glyphs. I just kind of stumbled upon them because I kept, like, encountering these runes and I'm like, okay, this is really cool, but what the fuck do I do with them? And they're a little awkward to use, but actually less awkward than I think. It's more that because there's not, like, a dedicated button for them or whatever, I just kind of forget I have them. Come on. Soul. Just like the music of this area. Okay, so when we went down, we ended up in whatever the fuck's name's lair. Now we have to go this path. Yes, this is different. Don't worry about it. Oh. Duma's area does not like me. I'm gonna be completely... Rahab's area? Rahab's area does not like me at all. Oh. Okay then. Pick up stick. It's so weird to have, like, unique air... Oh, I wanted to say, what the fuck was that music over there? It's a heart attack and a half. Ooh. Door? Teleporter, please? Teleporter, please! I like my teleporters. I'm probably not gonna get one. Shit. Power of force glyph, bitch. Soul Reaver. Whoop. So close. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Yeet. Boom, baby. Oh. This is the first time. This is the first Soul Reaver. As my favorite was the Defiance as you play as Cain. Welcome. Welcome in the Twitch chat there. Indeed, this is the first Soul Reaver. So, it's the... I love this franchise, this naming scheme, right? So, this is the first Soul Reaver game, but it's technically the second Legacy of Cain game. Because the first one's Blood Omen, where you play as Cain. It's really old and very funky. But funny. Oh. Okay, interesting. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I got you. You think I can? You think I don't know your... You think I can't handle your tricks? Fuck you. There you go. Uh-huh. There we go. Power of realm shifting, bitch. You're playing from the disc. This from the disc. I played this from the PSN download. I have soft mod to PS3. You can get them from. Oh, like that. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no. This is actually a disc. this is. It's truly old school. All the game scratches, problems, and loading times that entails. Okay, interesting. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Hello? Bro, this thing is fucking... Jesus Christ. Imagine if that thing's a fucking boss. Or if it was a boss, you know? Not that it's gonna be, but like... God, that thing's horrifying. Okay, then. Let's go get it something to light it up with, I suppose. Okay, so down tunnel number 2. Yeet. Bruh, Durham, you have no chance. I have the power of America on my side. And by that I mean unlimited bullets. Powerful. After this was Soul Reaver 2, then Blood Omen 2. Yeah, no. It's actually kind of hard. It's like, so it's Blood Omen, then Soul Reaver 2, then Defiance, technically then Blood Omen 2. Blood Omen 2 technically takes place in the timeline after Defiance. So in a weird way, Blood Omen 2 is the final one in the franchise. Sort of. But with a different Kane. Aha. Ah, fire. What the fuck is that on the wall? Did I just say Oliver? What the fuck is Oliver? Is that also some like ancient vampire fuck I don't know about yet? I had played Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance ages ago. I just actually never played Soul Reaver 1, funnily enough. It's weird how this is like the one that escaped me all this time. I keep thinking I can like do that God of War thing where you're climbing on a wall and you can press the jump button to sort of like climb faster. But this game doesn't do that because this game is ancient. And I can't go down there. Okay, I'm missing something. More than likely it's me being an idiot. Let me guess. Spectral Realm. Saw the horny earlier. Aha, there we go. Who has to do? No! I just wanted to boast about not having to do the fucking about the whole spiral puzzle if I could just cheat by doing. Oh, dang it. I wanted to be all like, haha, I could skip the puzzle. But no. Although I could technically just go back to the material realm in the middle and then... Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Dang it. Remember this part of the game, I could spoil it for you. Unfortunately, I've clean forgotten this part. Oh, it's fine. I'm doing a blind playthrough anyway, so I only sometimes pull up a guide when it's like really cryptic, because sometimes this game is honestly really bullshit with like the cryptic shit it expects you to just kind of offhandedly figure out. For the most part, like if there really is the ask for like, oh fuck, how do I do this? And the like actual way of like, oh no, fuck, dang it. In the actual manner of like, oh, I'm stuck, I will say that, and or you know, pause the stream to look it up myself. So don't worry. Pawnator, I love this game. This game is pretty. I must say, for like the first game in a franchise, this game does so much. And what has always fascinated me, all I knew about this, God, oh come on, that's bull. all that I've ever known about this game really is following sort of this development series online where they talk about like the previous versions of this game, because this game actually had a lot of areas sort of cut near the end of release, right? And it had a fully different story depending on who you believe, right? Like it's to me, I do find that the story they ended up with always seemed like it was going to be a path. However, there was this idea of the game at a certain point being all about stopping Cain and ridding the world of the vampire menace, right? But I very much liked the way the series went in with more Raziel doubting the rule of the... God damn it. The rule of the Elder God and stuff like that. Okay, so who is this? Olific. Uh-huh. Hi. There we go. Fire Reaver. Now, let me guess. Now I have to bring the fire to the one guy. I can do that, I think. Actually, Blood Omen 2 has the scariest level in the asylum for an insane vampire. Because Cain betrayed him. Pressing L, R, and R2 puts you in first person mode. Needless to say, I couldn't beat Rahab until I found that one. How did you get to Rahab without figuring that shit out? That's like... It's like so late into the game. It's like, how did you get that far without like... Oh god, the sound scared me. Okay! You! Oh, this is still horrifying. Another glyph obtained. Don't ask. Okay, so the big demon creature gave us the power to... something to put things on fire, I suppose. Saving just in case. Again, after the first time that the game crashed in Rahab's section, I got very scared. Sadly enough, we do have to go back there now, because we still have the water glyph. Wait, is it Rahab's area? Wait, let me double check. What does the game facts say? Game facts, the ancient one. Okay, water glyph in the human city. Ah, okay, fuck them. I don't even have to go back here. Fuck you, Rahab. The stupid area. Stupid ass, stupid area. Oh. Oh, nope. Yeep. This game would control so much better if it controlled more like, I don't know, God of War 1. If anything, there's a lot in this game I recognize in the control scheme of God of War 1 for some reason. Something about the way this game controls feels like a prototype to that thing, even though I know that's totally not the case, right? But just, I don't know. It's just something about it. Ow. Oh, you bastard. I have a fucking surprise for you, little shit. Come here. Want to take a swim? Come on.
The soul is mine.
You bastard. Blind luck and lots of jumping without knowing where I was going to land. That checks out. There was actually a sort of Cain and Raziel appearance in Tomb Raider games, but it was really the last thing the studio produced before being acquitted in the most hostile takeover. Oh really? There's a little Easter egg for them? Oh, that's so cute. And sad. Oh. And then you get like the footage for Dead Sun, which was like a supposed revival thing. It got scrapped in favor of Nosgoth, this online multiplayer thing that also died. But Dead Sun was a single player game that was supposed to take place like, oh, years after the Cain and Raziel conflict. And you know what the funniest thing about that, but like the footage is? It's like, the footage doesn't look particularly great. It looks fine, if not a little bit interesting, right? But the direction they were gonna go with that game was like, gonna be a total betrayal to everything the originals had set up. Very much, right? Essentially, they were gonna do the DMC Devil May Cry type dealio, where it's like, oh, we're gonna put a new protagonist in here, and we're gonna also make him a wraith like Raziel. But in the beginning of the game, we're gonna make fun of the people that like the weird Shakespearean, like theatrical delivery of the characters of the, you know, the older games. And we're gonna take all of that out, and we're gonna replace it with vampires and sex. And it's like, really? That the best you can come up with? Like the most boring, shitty version. God damn. That's the human one, right? Do I take the Fire Reaver with me? I do. Oh, that's interesting to know. I thought I'm gonna have it for long. I'm gonna jump into the water, but okay. My first playthrough went to the human citadel way before I would have. Soul Reaver walked so God of War could run. Fair. You don't understand sex sells. Yeah, no, I do understand sex sells, but it's more of a, like... It goes beyond just cynically, being like, haha, I already got the pizza place there, by the way. It goes beyond just, like, cynically, haha, sex sells. It's really more a... How do I best put it? The word would just be me yelling betrayal. But then the game never came out, and they canceled it. So at the same time, I can't even really complain, right? It's like, so they never brought it. The most betrayal of a franchise direction ever. At least they didn't do it, you know? So I guess that's a good thing if you think about it. Sort of a weird ass backwards way. You can at least say like, yes, they at least didn't fuck up this. There we go. The one concern I have is that with all the, like, the crates and shit we're opening, doesn't that make a perfect, like, doesn't that all make, like, a perfect getaway for the, It all kind of makes a perfect sort of getaway for the vampires to start infiltrating this place. Would have been funny. Would have been way too advanced, but it would have been funny if, like, the consequences of Raziel just snooping around made it so the vampires could make their way to the city, and therefore the vampire hunters everywhere also have to start, like, defending themselves and shit. Like in a game made today, you would imagine something like that being the case, right? God, how labyrinthine and expansive is this fucking thing? You know what? Maybe a controversial take. I still think this thing should have had a... Oh no! Ooh! I still think this place should have had a map, but I can understand it not having a map. Bro, that was a Rahabian. Oh, those humans are fucked. Okay then. Uh-huh. There we go, ass and titties. I voted in the poll to send out, to bring back this franchise from not going to shower ever. No. Yeah, because the property owners of this game got bought up by, I don't even fucking remember which one. However, they put out a poll basically going like, so, did anyone actually like this game, or were we insane? And then everyone online went like, yes, of course. Crazy bastards. Bro, most intricate texture of the entire game, 100% missable. What the fuck? Fascinating. Ah! Oh. Okay, we're going back. Okay. No, leave me alone. It's not a one-way door, right? Okay. I can't go back. Whew. Okay, jump in the moat filled with the great shatter it, blah, 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 blah. Swim to the show for a huge effigy. Head past it into a door. Find the block, looks different, and pull it all the way to the waterfall. Now push it down. Leap down as well and push the block into the hole. Now return to the effigy for the glyph. Aha, I was just too impatient. That is what it is. Then when we go to the Oracle's Cave, that's where I'll turn off the, I'll make sure to try and not, like, constantly just look at the playthrough map thing for it to help me. How did you get here? You know what I had to do to get here, little motherfucker? Also, there's a vampire in that room. You might want to deal with it. Instead of worshipping me, you son of a bitch. Oh, dang it. I can't see shit. In the end, I can't see shit. Oh. Aha. Gotcha, boys. Square Enix bought the rights and did nothing with it. Yeah, that sounds like Square. Square is kind of like Sega. They'll buy a bunch of properties and then never sit on them. But I find it more egregious for Sega usually most of the time, because they'll like have a bunch of properties, not do shit with them, and keep trying to sell Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like their strategy, business strategy is we'll keep making Sonic until you love it. Okay, I cannot see fucking dog shit, so you block are coming with me. Game. Okay, I cannot, honest to God, see fucking diddly dick. Actually, interesting is the whole Legacy of Kain stuff is extremely loosely based on the writings of Michael Moorcock's Eldrick of Melbourne, and its central plot was recycled in Knights of the Old Republic. Really? Huh. Aha! I see it. There's a grate there. Okay. Vaguely. If you can see it, then don't worry. I saw it. And that's the most important part. Ah. Ooh. Okay, get me at it. Right, back to the effigy. Thankfully, Sega's reviving their old franchises. Oh no, man. They still own the property for Dawn of War, I think. That was the biggest betrayal to me, by the way. This was when they bought up THQ and then they got the rights for Dawn of War, did Dawn of War 3, it sucked donkey dick, and then never did nothing else with it. Oh. See? We get rewarded. We get rewarded with power because we made her wet. Oh. There she goes. Look at that. Thank you, lady of the statue thing. Revan and Raziel have nearly the exact same plot, and they're used by third party after their memories wiped. Fair enough. I just always like the presentation in Legacy of Kain, you know? I like the way those vampires are designed, the way shit looks, you know? The way they talk, the way they're written. The presentation. Not just the beats. Okay, Human City. I'll do you a solid. Rahabian of the Moat, show thyself. Where are you, you son of a bitch? I'm gonna go fishing. I saw your sorry ass, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, shit. Okay, forget it. Ooh, get me out of here, Ooh. I'm stuck! Stop biting my ankles, you son of a bitch. No, get out! There we go. See, you're stuck in the water, yet you still died. There we go. And... nice. I know it's kind of ironic that I just got the water glyph and I used the sunlight thing to nuke his ass, but... shh. You made a lady wet? I didn't... I made the lady wet. Not just a lady, I made the lady of the wall wet. And now she shall show us... an exit. Oh. Pizza! Thank you, game. God, this game is fucking full of like... this little city. Oh, look at that! I'm back at the main gate. Hey, don't you fucking dare shoot me, you bastard. I saved the city. I think. Well, not necessarily. But also indirectly. The soup of death. A deadly soup. Sure, I added lightning to the thing, therefore making it a deadly soup. Okay. Can you imagine I accidentally hit one of the people here? Oh my god. What the fuck is she doing? Oh. Damn, boy. Ladies in this village have big ass titties. The final human city. It is kind of dour though. Like, Soul Reaver all takes place essentially in like a post-apocalypse. Like, this place is the last real true human bastion, right? And it's only like a few streets, so there really isn't that much left. Fortnite actually had a badass vampire in this last season. Really? Huh. That's pretty cool. I heard pizza. I wish I had pizza. Maybe the NPCs are crying for pizza. Okay. Apparently, there was the idea in one of the Dark Apostle Soul Reaver game, which is the one that never came out, which was supposed to be the final one after Defiance and after Blood Omen 2. In that one, supposedly, Cain was supposed to return to this timeline essentially, but you know, on newer hardware, which would have been cool. Okay, we've done that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. That one. That one. And now we're there. Honestly, for the ones that have played this game, because there's a few of you in now in chat, right? The final section of this game, which is where we're essentially at, right? Like, is that a very long section of the game, or is it like... Because if it's like under 3 hours, then I'd rather do something else probably. Then I'd rather like close off stream and maybe finish it in a part 5. But if it's like not that long, I might as well just finish it all today in one go, you know? Big polygonal titties. Hell yeah. Too bad we never got that. True. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? What the hell? You're new. I think you're new. I don't know. Ah! Give that. Meat. Give me meat. There we go. You son of a bitch. Come back here. Yeah. Your soul is mine. Bastard. There we go. So we were back. Hell yeah. The main story is 12 hours in total, apparently. feel like you may be close. Well, I still have to do the Oracle's cave, so you know that's gonna be like the whole. From what I can see, I have 2 more like little things left. 2 more, and I have another 2 hours to go. Look at magic trick. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. So, there we go. Final stretch has quite a few cutscenes. Oh shit, never mind then if you haven't done the cave. Yeah, no, we just... See if we can find the checkpoint at least. And that way we could just immediately warp to here instead of having to take like a miniature detour. Oh shit. No! No, you die. I have power. Fire, bitch. I love how when they shoot a projectile and you shoot a projectile and they hit each other, they cancel each other out. I think that's so neat. Like, ah yes, a game that respects my time. Oh, look at that! A few more block puzzles. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. No, that, and it would make sense that the final stream for this maybe is a shorter stream, but maybe a stream that's like a, maybe about 2-ish hours for me. Yeah. It's about 11 now. Where I am, and I have work at 9 tomorrow, and I do want to get, and it's gonna be a day where I'm gonna have to, how do I say, it's definitely a day where I'm gonna have to do a lot. Oh, Lamau, there's only a Spectral Realm version of this place. That's cute. Is this the right one? No, that one goes up. Yo, Elder God, I'm back. Got a bunch of bitches. No. So what do I technically need? I technically just need 1 more pizza slice, I think, right? Look, I got all the glyphs that I'm never gonna use because most of them are useless outside of Screen Nuke. Still, it's cool having them. Let's listen to what the big guy has to say.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
He's across the pond. True. No, true. I'm a European. In Europe, Belgium. That's where I am. So that's why. So it's 20 past 11 here. If I started stream earlier, which I should have done, but I got distracted and I made food and I made spaghetti. Although I forgot to put potatoes in my spaghetti, which is kind of sad. Which is, you know, just means my spaghetti is a little less tasteful. I wonder if that is supposed to be the Wheel of Fate. The spinny thing. I know his tentacles are all around us with his eyeballs and shit like that, but like, is that spirally thing supposed to be like the Wheel of Fate? The hub of the wheel, the oracle of the engine of life, blah 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 blah. Wait, time to go full screen big face mode. UK here? Hell yeah. more people from the more of the Orland people. Switch my screen over so I can take this off for a second, my headset, and I can see if I can quickly find the helmet. Crown, not, it's not a helmet, it's a crown. Where is the crown? Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Yes, there we go. If I now just do. Oh, it's tied to the wrong thing. Fuck. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, put it away for now. Didn't wear it all stream, so might as well leave it off for now. I like Brussels when I visited on a business. Oh shit! Neat. Not that big of a fan of that city, but for other reasons. The touristy parts are kind of nice. And there's this one cafe I remember in Brussels. There's this one place where you can like go in, and what I like about it is that the entire place looks like it's either like a pirate pub, with like where the design on the inside is all just like crooked, weird, like stairs that go nowhere, like beer caps that are all that make up a ceiling. It's like this delirium bar in Brussels. If you look up delirium bar Brussels, I think you can find it online. You can find pictures of it, but it's like really cool. The interior design I think is really cool because it looks like a fantasy pub. You know, I like how like Soul Reaver kind of has these like nonsensical areas and stuff like that. That place has it. Had dinner at some old government building. Yeah. Makes sense. Subaru ad. A Subaru ad. That's weird. It can happen. Let me just change this into a just chat for a minute as I collect my thoughts. Honestly, I actually am surprised that I got through Duman. Fuck this fucking stupid name. I keep forgetting. It's this goddamn name. What is his goddamn name? Not Kane. The dude. What's his called? Domain, not Domain. Duma, that's his fucking name. There we go. Duma. I'm actually surprised that Duma's stronghold. Recalibrate whilst I look at chat, so that way it feels like I'm looking right at you guys. There you go. I'm surprised Duma's domain went as quick as it did. I'm gonna be fairly frank here. I thought that was gonna take way longer because last time when I was running around, right after doing Rahab's section, running through Duma's halls, it's like, oh my god, another goddamn labyrinth, and I imagine I'm probably gonna have the same thing now with the final domain, which is fine, you know, but it's still funny. Got the sex toy ad yet again. Wait, why does YouTube want me to fuck myself so much? Oh no! Bunk. Found Delirium Cafe. You see, it's the Delirium one. Duma. You see, Duma. There we go. The Delirium Cafe. That one's pretty cool. That one has a pretty cool interior and stuff like that. The way it's like built up and shit, I think is quite neat. I just think it's fancy, you know. It's kind of cool. Wait, let me just turn off this so it's down a bit more, so it's not as loud. For the most part. Wait, let's just put that down. Put that down. Go away, game. Go away. Shush. Be silent, game. There we go. Let the ASMR of me take over instead of you speaking. There will be only minimal game sound. My voice is now what takes up most of the stream. Sophie's fault? Oh no. It's always my fault this time, I swear. Oh no. I'm rubbing my eyes, by the way, which I shouldn't do. Damn it. No, because I cut onions. Because I made my spaghetti and I cut onions in it. Or Charlotte's, but it's onions, right? And so now my fingers faintly smell a little bit like onion. Like cooked onion, which is a nice smell. But then the problem now becomes that because now I rubbed in my eye. I'm rubbing onion in my eye. God damn it! No! Why did I do... I'm an idiot. Nothing. It is what it is. Ophi has influenced my search algorithm to be Oh no. How did their stream go, Ophi, by the way? How did the stream where you were playing... what were you playing? Tommy Wiseau's The Room or something else? I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. I will never not have The Room somewhat stuck in my head. That's thanks to 2010's Nostalgia Critic binging brain rot for when waiting for like an AVGN episode. I can admit it. I used to one day watch the AVGN. I mean, not AVGN. AVGN I did watch, but that's a good one. I used to watch the Nostalgia Critic. Onion juice in the eyes. Yikes. True. It was fine, but I had so much scuff. Concerned about my PC. Ugh. Probably a good idea to get that checked out then, I imagine. Hey, Chris, welcome! Ah, this is an adorable little emote. Welcome. Welcome in the, what's it called? The Twitch chat. How are you doing? Ah. It's nice seeing so many people drop by for my tiny little stream about. Well, at this point, it's just me talking a little bit. I don't feel like starting the next big section in the game, because if I do, then that's going to be a whole thing, you know? So I'm thinking, what if I take out that, take out the gaming screen? What do you guys say? Should I leave the gaming screen in the background? Or should I just leave this white void and then me in it? Because either it's white void or nothing. It's white void or game. Or I could put on Shoost and then we can have like the sort of like nice black void. If that makes sense. Wait, let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Shoost. There we go, Shoost. Activate. At least we got all the glyphs now. So we kind of did a lot of... We did progress. We did Dumas section. We beat him. We got his abilities. And we did that thing where we oh yeah, you guys can't see it. Wait, give me a second. Which one is it? It's one of these little fuckers. Ah, this one. Now it's double me. Wait, no, that's just two me's. That's not property. Oh, there we go. Ta-da. Ta-da. Way to go. There we go. Into the darkness. Wait a minute. Does that mean that... No, default. Okay, I wanted to say, like, does it have, like, a pre-multiplied alpha? No, it doesn't have an alpha. Sadness that Shoost doesn't have, like, alpha options. Wish it did. Yeah. Sadness is what it is, though. There we go. Came to do a hydrate redeem, and I'm gonna go to YouTube now. Oh no, that's a good idea. I'll whip out the water to drink some of that. Oh, 2 Tories, make them I'm not even surprised. I'm just disappointed. Oh, that's too much. That's too far. Oh. Ah. Hey. Sorry, I'm having fun with adjusting the settings. Wait, I wanted to do the YouTube poll. I'm gonna do a poll. Start poll. Soul Reaver BGM or ASMR. ASMR means that like it's how to put it? It's like I'll turn the game sound off in the background, and therefore there will be only what the fuck's it called? There'll be only like the microphone and like the room tone that will slightly be more nice or whatever. And also do it on Twitch as well. Just make it so that you can't use points again. No cheating. And then I'll combine the two and make sure to see which one wins. You know? And then that way, actually, I made yeah. Actually, the poll in Twitch makes more sense. Well, now it's just yes or no, and it's neither actually really gives an answer. It's like, do you want Soul Reaver BGM or ASMR? Yes. It's like, fuck. Dang it. YouTube poll is worded weird. I know. I just fucking god damn it. Okay, let me do it weird. There. Wait, no, not Q&A, not Q&A. There we go. Story report. ASMR. Question mark. There we go. That. Boom, baby. Easy. Easy. That's a good yes or no. When you made that one. I was trying to be clever, but my cleverness was apparently not really appreciated. I'm not letting him cheat today. Oh no. Doubling to give it to the next one. Let me just quickly as well at the same time, because I'm here as might as well. Just first thought my brain was malfunctioning. No. I'm still doing that water. I'm trying to do that water redeem. Haven't done it yet, but I am actively pursuing it. So don't worry. It is being done. It just takes for fucking ever because I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. That happens. As I keep fiddling around with these little settings. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, wow. Hey, look, now it doesn't look like I'm completely in the void anymore. Now it's more of like a partial void. Sun rays? Shine rays? God rays? Where? Oh. Ooh. I have like rainbow colors around me. That's pretty cool. Ah. Kind of weird. Ah, shiny shines. That's kind of cool. So God rays. Maybe God rays is better because that way I can have like this, but have it like low. So it's only like a little bit of an adjustment, not that much. And then I'll have the rain on. Fuck it. We're in the rain. Maybe I should find like a rain background I can put on. $60% says no on the YouTube chat when it comes to ASMR. What? So you all just want to keep hearing Soul Reaver in the background? Actually, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm not changing the mic setup, by the way. The only thing I'm changing is that, like, I'm turning off the PS3. There we go. Water in cup. Your disappointment only activates my degradation kink. Oh my god. Tori doing Tori things. Surprising. Surprising. How do I get stuck when it doesn't see my face or whatever, right? I'm not waving my hand in front of the camera. It like wow. Weird. Okay. Seems very obvious that the poll decides for no ASMR, which means that the setup is just gonna stay the same. The YouTube poll is worded weirdly. Moist noises. Oh no. Oh no. Right. Close that. Valid reason for trade. Traded my brain for gummy bears. No! No! Ah. Okay, so in review, Duma's city of whatever the fuck that was is a fun little area. Not too complicated, not necessarily too expansive. A little difficult to wrap your head around, mainly through the fact that I don't know, for as much as the camera sometimes like pans around to show you a hint of, hey, this is what you have to do. It might have been useful if one of them might have been a little cutscene of showing like, hey, so you see those god rays around the area? Yeah, there's light coming through them. Like, it's not just because it looks cool, it's because it's a little hint for what you can do, you know? That would have been nice. I don't blame that the game doesn't do anything with it, you know, but it's you know, it would have been nice, that's all. Wait, let me double check. I don't know if I put the... Okay, yeah. Oh, VTube Studio is set to 60 not set to 30. That's what I thought for a second there, but I didn't know. We're doing asthma. What do you mean? The asthma vote, no. Let me end the poll. There we go. Ha 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 ha. So, yeah, yeah, no, in review, fun little section. We now also got all the glyphs, so that's essentially all the upgrades, right? Now, the only thing we don't have are, well, apparently there's a secret little section around Nupraptor's retreat, which is the place with the giant skull. Now, Nupraptor doesn't really mean anything in Soul Reaver, but if you played Blood Omen, then you know that that's apparently one of the character's hideouts or whatever. So if anything, it's more of an Easter egg for if you've played that game. In this game, it just hides a glyph. At the same time, it does feel a little bit sad that the usage of the magic system doesn't really equate to that much outside of a quicker way to dispose of a few vampires, you know, like, for as intricate as a lot of the level design is in this game, and how fun the little puzzles are and stuff like that, it is a little sad the combat's not that expansive, but it mainly feels just as like a limitation of the tech, and probably also whatever development time they had on this game is true, you know. It seems like a limitation in that respect. It's sort of the prime type game, like if you were to want to do like one of those like Medieval or Spyro the Dragon or Crash Bandicoot, like they've done a lot of those remakes recently. This game would be prime rib for it, but at the same time, the little things that are lacking because they never really completed parts of it does feel like it would require, like, this is the kind of game where if they were to remake it, I would want them to include the original path of the game, you know, the path as it is now, as it exists, but also perhaps if they could at least restore some of the extra content that never really saw the light of day, you know, like Terrell. Apparently Terrell has a model, but they never used them in the game because they never programmed his fight or whatever the fuck, you know. Apparently you could even kind of deduce that the idea of the boss battle would have been kind of similar to Duma, where like Duma, you burn him up in fire. With Terrell, it would have been something like lure him to a place and cover him in water to drown him that way. So maybe it was also just maybe like a repetition of too many bosses being kind of the same thing, so they kind of wanted to watch out with that. I don't know what the reason is. It's probably time constraints, I can imagine. Another full area that got cut is in the opening cutscene when Raziel gets thrown in. You see two things in the horizon, right? You see all the mountains of Nosgoth, but you also see the Silence Cathedral, and you see this big like smoke fume tower thingy, right? And apparently that fume tower, lore-wise, is a thing that Cain built within the game where to have vampires, and around the daytime there's a lot of vampires that are weak to sunlight, so what he essentially built is like a gigantic tower that spews fumes into the air so that the vampires can live, which is kind of weird and funny, you know. That area got scrapped, kind of sad, apparently, because also from what people have been able to restore, the area is basically done. It's just it didn't get finished in time, maybe because of QA testing or some bug that like kept being a hassle or a pain in the ass. I don't know what it was, but it's surprising. It's always cool. What I always find cool, right, is more of I always keep wondering, like, okay, what could that have been? I wonder, you know, that kind of shit. It keeps me wondering, keeps me interested in, oh, what could that be? What could that one day have become? What could they have made there? Then again, the game that they have is perfectly fine as it is. It's just, you know, would have been cool if there was some extra shit. But that is not how to put it. It's not the end of the world, for the most part. It's definitely the end. How dare they do that? The Insane Trilogy made all the cut levels free DLC. Really? Shit. That's pretty cool. Wait, cut levels, like, so they actually did restore some content that was never made. Oh, that's kind of neat. Which actually, this kind of makes sense, right? Because at the same time, for a lot of those older games, they're smaller in scale anyway. So if you're gonna give them the time of day to restore them, it's like, you might as well see, okay, what was in the cooker almost done but never restored, and maybe you can give that indeed like an extra DLC for the fans. If anything, Soul Reaver feels like a game like where the game ends now, which I do know because I do know the ending of this game, right? So after you will face Cain and stuff like that, the game kind of ends on a cliffhanger for the next game, right? and the rest of the franchise. But a different path that at one point might have been an option in this game was to slay Cain, stop the fumes so like the sunlight could come back, and then kind of restore beyond where Zephon is, kind of do an extra few puzzles and restore the Silence Cathedral to, for once and for all, wipe out all vampires so that humans get another chance at whatever, you know? And they never were able to, or at least that's what is assumed, what they had in the cooker and they were never able to do. But, you know, at the same time, I don't necessarily mind where they left the game off. My thing would be, if they're gonna remake the game, I want two things. I want a better control scheme with a dual analog stick, and that's kind of it. Oh, by the way, did you see Twitch's updated TOS? You can do pole dancing now. I did see Twitch's updated TOS. Yes, I did see that. I didn't immediately presume with that I would be able, that I'm going to be doing pole dancing with it, but I get your enthusiasm. Let's pull it up and read it through together because it'll be fun. Oh, here we go. Someone changes certain content now allowed with labels. Artistic nudity is permitted under sexual themes labels. Game nudity, contextually labels are necessary. Body painting acceptable with appropriate label. Mature games label generally covers the content. Stream visibility impacted by content labels. So yeah, they kind of just did what people were bitching about. I'm still surprised that like for a few days, essentially for a week now, right? People just, okay, people are bitching about it, and I get it, especially because Twitch is like unfair handling of the situation. It's like, yes, so people that are essentially fully nude, or for give and take what actually matters, are fully nude on stream. They don't do anything against those, but a VTuber with a model that's like a little bit more ecchi, there it's like, no, bad because anime. And it's like, really, dudes? Fucking A, man. Either it's all allowed or none of it's allowed. And now I guess that they've been able to strike a balance within their new TOS, which, hey, for Twitch, that's pretty quick that they were able to, you know, adjust that and make some concrete choices and be like, okay, this is how we're moving forward with it, which is neat. I don't know what YouTube does to an extent when it comes to handling their TOS. Although I think in both cases, I find it struggling that at no point, if they were working on these like changes anyway, right? And they were discussing it. Why the fuck did they not at least, how to put it, like mention it on their Twitter, like, hey, we're revising these rules or whatever the fuck. Very fucked, but it is what it is, I suppose. The update to the TOS was kind of wild. Is it kind of wild? I kind of skimmed through it. Okay, fuck it. I skimmed through it kind of quickly, and I kind of just looked at the FAQ section and was like, that's probably the most important part, right? Like, that's the only part that really matters. But because I am nice, and I think it would make for good content, as in just fun content, not necessarily good content that has nothing to do with it. Let's pull out. Let's see if I can find it, right? Let's see if I can add it as like a layer to the background, and then world map evolution. Yeah, that's the one, I think. No, that's not the one. Twitch Opera. Updating our approach to blah 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 blah. There we go. Where is it? Why aren't you showing up? There we go. Why aren't you? It's not showing up. That's assy. Okay, wait. Then we'll have to do it in OBS. I will find you. There we go. Aha! This is what the stream has become. Let's read through it together. Let's do the default reaction streamer content. Yay! Look at that, Tori. For once, doing actual content that people tend to do. Take this away as well, by the way, so we can just do my voice, nothing else. Maybe I can upload this as its own video. Reading through the content guidelines or whatever the fuck. That's how I can call it. I don't know. I don't know yet. There we go. Let's leave it at like that. Aha! It's just wild to me that they finally changed it, but I feel like it's not covering people like me who don't really do sexually explicit things, but are definitely considered mature streams. Like I don't like under 18s under my stream, but I'm also not going to use those extreme labels to classify myself. Well, there's outside of like the sexual warning thing, there technically speaking, even though it's bad for growth, there is a content label you can put on your streams where it's like, hey, this stream is intended for mature viewers. Not necessarily one that is like, this is a sexual themed stream, but if I like scroll down, right? Where is it? Content classification, mature rated game, significant vulgarity or profanity. Like you can kind of do it like that, I suppose, you know? Significant vulgarity or profanity or vulgarity, prolonged and repeated use of obscenities, profanities, and vulgarities, especially as a regular part of speech. Like, I guess that kind of works as like your 18 plus sort of. No, the audience one. It's the one, the audience. It says everyone. You can put it like to plus 18. Now I remember. Like in the stream info on Twitch. You can do that. Like, that is a thing you can do. That I do remember. YouTube has it as well. I'm not that big a fan of it, personally, for a simple reason. Discoverability is already so ass as it is, so you might as well just kind of leave your stream as it is, right? Then again, that means you sometimes do have to deal with younglings coming in. And that's that, you know? Although, the one thing I have noticed, right, is that for I'm going to call them Gen Alpha, because I am in my, technically now, late 20s. So everyone below 20, to me, everyone in their teens is Gen Alpha to me, right? The one thing I do notice about Gen Alphas in chat that I find weird is that they openly acknowledge that they are Gen Alpha. That's weird to me. Like when I was younger and I knew I was in a space where mainly the vibe was sort of adult, even to an extent Angry Video Game Nerd fitted that, right? Like where those videos were like, you know, very nostalgia critic ones. They were very much meant for like older teens and whatever the fuck. As a kid, I would watch those, have fun with watching those, but I would never like openly try and be like too open about like, yes, I am here and I am also young. It's like, wait, no, shut the fuck up. Like it was more of a like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but the content's very fun and I find it insightful and I find it fun to learn from and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just gonna hang out, you know, whatever. Where I can't with these kids being like, I'm a kid. I'm like, then you're banned. Kind of, right? It's like. It's like, don't, how to put it, don't have that weird entitlement as a youngling. Like if you're younger, sure, fine, but try and blend in with the crowd. Like this makes sense to me, and it's just fine. I find it weird that there's a lot of them that don't do that, you know? Anyway, that is one thing. Now let's pull this thing up and read it. Yay! Yay, reading. Updating our approach to sexual content and content classification labels. December 13th. Right, today. Author Angela Hannison. We have received consistent feedback from streamers that our current policies around sexual content are confusing, and that it can be difficult to know how their content will be interpreted based on these policies. We want streamers to feel confident they understand our rules, and viewers feel confidently they will get the experience they expect. To accomplish this, we are making 2 changes effective today: streamlining our policies regarding sexual content and updating the criteria used for homepage recommendations. That was interesting, the second one. Bro, I can't even speak English properly at 12. Some Gen Alpha kids are being a little better in English than me. Lamau. True. I'm a minor, I deserve to be catered to. Wah, wah. Oh my god. Wow. You guys are elfunny. You guys are doing the elfunny. Okay, let me just pull this thing to the side so you guys can see it. There we go. Boop. A little bit more white on the side just to have it somewhat there. And boop. And get rid of that. Get rid of the gaming screen. There we go. Going over TOS. Let's call the Twitch stream that for now. And yeah, the YouTube stream will just have to be what the YouTube stream is, which is just gonna be funny. It's like, I thought it was a Legacy of Kain game. It's like, no, now it's Twitch TOS.
Surprise, bitch!
Cap, for real, on God. Millennials purity stuff is really weird. Like how I had a girlfriend who was 20 years older than me when I was 17. The reaction to some people, they act like 17 is an adult. Well, Sabercat in Twitch chat, if you're 17 and they're like 20 years older, it's not that it's just weird. If anything, you know what? Let's remove the whole, oh, is it legal or not part, and let's go with, is it weird or not? Are the vibes off? If the vibes are off, the vibes are off. Then probably the vibes were off, and therefore the vibes were off. I think that's simpler to discuss than, because pure legal stuff is easy to discuss. It's like it either is or it isn't. Boom, 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 boom. You know? Where's Anakin when you need him? True! I pick them out usually by the things they focus on, because some of them talk maturely, but I don't know. I can usually tell, and it's pretty easy to kick them after that. Fair enough, Ophi. True. Okay, let's go over this. Consistent feedback, blah, 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 blah. Streamlined sexual content policy. To be effective, policies need to be easy to understand. Yeah, you online platforms have been great with that, right? Okay, I'm not gonna heckle every fucking sentence they write down here. We're gonna be here all day. I could do that, however. That would be funny, I think. Dang it, wait, I fucked up the... I fucked up the outline again. It's cutting off things I don't want it to cut out. There we go. We'll have Twitch on one side, and that'll be good. I don't get why they openly tell strangers that they're underage. Like, even though I'm 18 plus, my age still keep a mystery. True. It's like online etiquette. Stay a mystery. It's what you want to be, you know? I can join them grandma age. Oh no. To be effective, policies need to be easy to understand so the streamer knows what is allowed on the site and what is not allowed. Part of the confusion comes from the fact that there are currently two separate policies in the community guidelines that address sexual content. There is also an additional section in the content classifications guideline that describes when a streamer needs to label their content as including sexual themes. Going forward, sexually suggestive content and sexually explicit content policies will be consolidated into a single sexual content policy within the community guidelines. This policy specifies the types of sexual content that are prohibited on Twitch, and violating this policy will result in account enforcement. That's just plain English. When consolidating these two policies, we removed portions of the sexually suggestive content policy that closely resembled language in the content classifications guideline. These guidelines explaining what content needed a sexual themed label were not distinct enough from the language in the sexually suggestive content policy and made them difficult to follow. Basically, they're admitting, hey, our guidelines had a certain way had a certain language used to describe stuff, and they were basically the way people were trying to label themselves with, but the policy was different from that, and that's where confusion started. At least, you know, if you take their side for it, that's where the problems come up, right? Like the guidelines were one thing, and people see them as guidelines. But then the policies were another thing, and that's where conflation and confusion happens. Okay, interesting. We launched content classification labels, CCL, back in June in recognition that some content is allowed on our service, some content that is allowed on our service may not be suitable for all audiences. We believe that accurate content labeling is key to helping viewers get the experience they expect. And now that we can enable appropriate labeling of sexual content using CCLs, we believe that some of the restrictions in our former policies are no longer required. In addition to providing clarity, these updates will also reduce the risk of inconsistent enforcement and bring our policy more in line with other social media services. The FAQs below provide a high-level summary of some of the changes. You can find the full policy language, including detailed examples of prohibited content, on the Safety Center. Interesting. Okay, so again, in June, they have introduced this new system. Since then, some stuff was outdated from the old system. So with that new system, they are basically backing up a little bit when it comes to the restrictiveness of some of their content and being like, okay, more stuff is allowed. This to me reads as, well, you know, we kind of had to enforce that stuff back in the day because otherwise online platforms and governments were on our ass about it. And now, because, well, we have these, we can show them that, hey, not all stuff is made for, not all stuff is going to be found by children. There are classifications. People can classify themselves and therefore keep it distinct, you know. Therefore, they're giving that freedom back to the creators, which is always great. I think. Okay. Let's continue. So far, it's like this is all just explanation. This is all just explanation, not really a changing. The only thing they're recognizing here, and that I do find interesting to say, is that essentially they're admitting to the fact that, okay, from now on, we know we had different guidelines, we had policies that we enforce and don't enforce, and we have guidelines that we want you to adhere by, right? Now we are just consolidating them all into one thing. Just know the one thing, abide by that, and it'll be fine, right? Again, you can't have, you could have, but they're not gonna because it would take too much time. You're not gonna have like total customization in the slightest or some other fan. I mean, I think I can hear your PC or some other white fan noise it's making me sleepy. That's probably the PlayStation actually making a noise in the distance. Let me quickly, because I can, turn it off. Fuck it, we're doing it together. Look at this. Oh. We saved the game, right? Let's double check. I'll cut this out of the video version. I'm actually, you know what? Well, I'll do. I'll cut this section of the video afterwards, the Twitch section, and I'll try and upload it as its own video. You know, just reading through the policies and giving my thoughts. Haha. There we go. Okay, turn off the system. Boom. There we go. Now it'll turn off in a bit, and then you'll only have the white noise of the room and my PC. Tori ambience. I think that's just this PS3 overheating at idle. Well, it was still running the game, so, you know, technically speaking. Most of the problem here is that it hasn't been enforced equally. Oh, that will always be a problem. That will, let's be honest, that will always be a problem online when it comes to distributor platforms, is that they'll always have people they'll give more preferential treatment to than others. Is it sad? Is it bad? Sure. Yes, sure. But we just recognize it and move on, because that discussion can't be had over and over and over and over again, you know? My point is we go back here. Yes. Anyway, so yeah. Content recommendations for the homepage. Okay, this one will be interesting because, you know, haha, me. We also recognize that not all members of the community want to see certain content, even if it is properly labeled with a content classification label. When an CCL is applied, viewers must provide explicit consent before they can start watching the stream. However, if labeled streams are shown on the Twitch homepage, viewers may still see content in stream thumbnails that makes them uncomfortable. We want to make sure the homepage, which is often the first page viewers land on, is more aligned with viewer expectations. To address this, we've updated the criteria used for our homepage recommendations. Streams that are labeled as including drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use, violent and graphic depictions, gambling and or sexual themes will no longer be included in the homepage recommendation shelves due to the visual nature of those topics. Streams labeled as including mature rated games and profanity will not be affected by this update unless the streamer has also selected one of the labels bolded above. Viewers can still search for or go directly to channels they follow that are streaming labeled content via the left bar of the home page, but streams using these labels will not be surfaced in homepage recommendation shelves. Streams with these labels will be included in category page recommendations so viewers can navigate to the appropriate content for this appropriate category for this content. Making this change helps ensure that viewers will not see content they haven't consented to seeing. We will continue to explore adding more personalized viewer settings in the future. Okay, this is... I'm double on this, okay? And hear me out. And it's not because I'm essentially against it. I'm not against the idea here. I'm just kind of against the way it's being executed. In my opinion, in my explicit opinion, right? That's my disclaimer here. I think it should be like this. Your homepage has everything. Your homepage as a viewer has everything. You see all of it. except if you, oh, well, you know, you hide these things if the people don't have an account, right? If the people do have an account, when they make their account, you have one of the account pages be, okay, just as a preset / you can always update this later. What kind of things are you okay with? And then you can have a long page where it has all these different things, and by the end of it you can be like, not like do you have a problem with any of these topics? And you can just be like, scroll down, none of the above, boom, and continue going, right? If you want a non-customized channel, therefore not having anything restricted to you. But if you do want any of these things, you know, censored or not part of your viewing experience, it should be a page when you make your account that will be the page where you configure this shit. I don't find the idea smart of just having stuff like this be hidden and then having people who make accounts on the site just have this shit be hidden for them, and they have them having to go to an extra page to then update it so that they can see this stuff, right? Ask it when they make their account, and or if people already have an account, be like, hey, we updated our LLC things. Quickly make sure that you tag what you don't want to see or whatever the fuck, right? Something like that makes more sense to me in a weird way. And certain stuff like intoxication, excessive tobacco use or whatever, I get it that they would want to keep the front page for all audiences. So people that don't have explicit accounts with age verification, of course, to make that like more neutered. Like that makes sense to me. That's, you know, okay, fine, whatever, right? Wait, let me read some Twitch chat here. 24 ban, look what the fuck, she was literally reading the Redder. Oh god. Dangers that Twitch might go down the age of verification systems will push more people to kick. Nah. I honestly don't see kick as a real threat yet, because kick has been nothing than people making a mockery of it, and the people on there, for the most part, it's all fine people probably, right? But you do have the headlines, and all the headlines on kick have all just been kick personality does a ruckus, kick personality takes a shit on a grandma and kicks a baby in live content. Like that is kick to me. That is what kick is. You know, not that is kick, but that is how kick comes off. Just because all the news articles that get made of it are always stuff that, you know, is a highlighter. And when what's a highlight? What's more of a highlight than, you know, guy shits on baby. Again, that's not to say that's good or bad, or not necessarily. Again, as a kick creator, I stream for a little bit on kick myself, but I do recognize where it's like, yeah, kick is just kind of the Wild West, so it's essentially just Rumble, but with a better interface, right? Because it's just a Twitch interface. At this point, kick seems to me as kind of more, since they still use the Twitch API and stuff like that, right? It basically, kick just kind of functions as this weird. And this is gonna sound bad, but I don't mean it bad. It's like the garbage bin for Twitch streamers, right? People that get kicked off of Twitch go to kick. People that get kicked off the kick go to Rumble, I think. I don't fucking know. I don't know enough, you know. I don't know enough shit. There was a very funny John Zerka getting his ass kicked on a live stream. Well, yeah, but that is like the content, right? Like that is funny, sure, as like a meme thing or whatever online. But if that's like the only content you're known for, that doesn't contribute to a constructive environment, in my opinion. It all is just kind of teens and or adults that should know better purposely clickbaiting by means of going and doing extreme shit, right? Kinda. It's the TNA to WWE. Well, that's an interesting way of looking at it, actually. Anyway, we're gonna continue here. So back to this. Back to this. So my thing about like, you know, again, the idea of this is not bad. I do think that like the repercussion of implementing it the way they're supposedly wording it here will be, you know, people being like, oh, so my thing is automatically going to be suppressed because people have to consent to it in a obtuse manner. It's not the viewers having to consent to seeing this stuff that I have an issue with. I think that's perfectly fine and perfectly reasonable. It's the system implemented for it more than likely will make it, because people are lazy, right? And users are even lazier. That's like one of the main rules when it comes to interface design and stuff like that, right? But like I think it will make it that the moment these kind of themes are included, that they will more likely than not be suppressed for no real good reason other than that Twitch didn't make it so that when a viewer makes an account, they give them a page being like, hey, are you okay with seeing all this shit? You know, that makes sense? Okay, continuing. Share your feedback. That's what I'm doing now. We want you to feel confident that you know what is expected of you, and we believe these changes will help you make informed decisions about your content. We appreciate your feedback on this topic, and we're always keeping an eye out for additional feedback via user voice. I'll click on that in a bit, I suppose. FAQ. What is changing with this new update? Well, didn't they just say? Okay. A. Some types of content that were prohibited will now be allowed on Twitch, if appropriately labeled. These changes include previously prohibited but now allowed with label, content that deliberately highlights breasts, buttocks, or pelvic region, even when fully clothed. Wouldn't it be the other way around? So naked is allowed? It's a weird way of phrasing it, but okay. Streamers found it difficult to determine what was prohibited and what was allowed, and often evaluating whether or not a stream violated this portion of the policy was subjective. In addition, the former sexually suggestive content policy was out of line with industry standards and resulted in female-presenting streamers being disproportionately penalized. That is true. That is just true. That is just true. Dude can be, you know, but that's fine, right? But like, think about it. Like, dude can be without a t-shirt on in a room, perfectly fine. Female does something similar, wearing just a bra. It's sexually suggestive content. Which, you know, not saying it's not, but like at the same time, you disproportionately, who does that target? Don't have to be smart to realize that. You just have to, you know, think it through a bit. So it makes sense. Okay, but that then still that just now means that possibly sexually suggestive content that penalized female streamers kind of still penalizes streamers, just by way of them having to now put a label on them that might hide them from the main page. Am I reading that correctly, or am I just a little bit an idiot here? Pelvic region is my favorite Pokemon zone. Oh no. Well, there's a lot of people who got banned but are big, like Mr. Mooten and Destiny. I think Twitch does lean too left, and I'm English left wing. It's like the tolerance thing. You can be so tolerantly let intolerance be the norm. Well, I don't see how this is necessarily intolerant. And I think with Destiny and stuff like that, it gets more into politics stuff, which has to do then with like what kind of things are expressed on stream and stuff like that. And Twitch still having a content having guidelines for that kind of stuff, right? In terms of service. There is a difference, and that is something that, as a European streamer, I can speak a little bit more of a perspective on it, as being a mix on that kind of stuff. Being that there's a lot of Americans out there, and this is going to be, again, oh my god, 2023, we're being a political streamer all of a sudden. I have neuter takes, don't worry. That is something like this, is that a lot of people will conflate me being allowed to say everything I want online with, yes, that is what freedom of speech means. And it's like, yeah, you can say everything you want, but there are consequences, and those consequences are determined by either law, actual law, or terms of service, the law of the platform themselves. And that is what the platform makers will determine what they're comfortable having on their platform or not, you know? And that's why Kick is the way it is. There you go. That's not too extreme, right? I think. Yeah.
I can be as extreme I want. It's my stream, motherfuckers. You're in for my ride.
I mean, most of the Twitch mod staff are Californians. As a Californian, that's a problem. God damn it. Yep, no, that's pretty much accurate. Like, sure, you can do it, but... Okay, wait, let's continue. So previously prohibited, but now allowed with label, fictionalized, drawn, animated, or sculpted, fully exposed female-presenting breasts and or genitals or buttocks regardless of gender. There is a striving artist community on Twitch, and this policy was overtly punitive and did not reflect the impact of the content. That is incredibly interesting. Because that would essentially mean that the anatomy streams can be back. appreciating, learning from, and drawing anatomy. But here, it doesn't, what I do like about the way they worded it here, by the way, is that the way they say it here, it doesn't necessarily mean that the content has to be in, like it's there to help the thriving artist community, but it's not there only if you are a thriving artist, right? Like if you have fictionalized, fully drawn, animated, or sculpted, exposed titties, as a lot of VTubers do, that shit is allowed, which makes sense because at this point I do feel like a huge part of Twitch, not a huge part of Twitch, it's still, again, VTubing is still a niche, right? But from the VTubers that are out there, a lot of them are women and a lot of them have very, you know, extravagant designs and outfits and stuff like that to make them interesting. And sometimes some cleavage comes with that. So for them to update their policies to be a little bit more in line with that, I think is smart and is pretty cool. Yeah, it's just pretty cool. California needs more donuts. Oh no, god damn it. Yeah, that's that. Previously prohibited, but now allowed with label. Body writings on female presenting breasts and or buttocks regardless of okay. The Twitch attire policy already allows body art on breasts and buttocks, so this change makes these policies consistent. Wait, isn't that this thing that a lot of those sex streams do, where like you can get like a message written and then they take like a Sharpie and then write it on their things? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I guess you could just have it. Less fentanyl, more donuts. No. YouTube chat, no. Previously prohibited, but now allowed with I'm reading, by the way, the reason why I keep reading the previously prohibited, but now allowed with label is because you'll read it once and then forget about it, but actually that section is part of all of these individual properties, right? Like, it's like, yes, that wasn't allowed before, and it's like, oh, and then you read all of them, it's like, oh, now all this stuff is allowed, but it's like, no, it's now allowed with label. So that is important. Gotta keep that in the back of my head, right? Previously prohibited, but now allowed with label. Erotic dances that involve disrobing or disrobing gestures, such as strip teases. That is weird? Like, oh, that's wild. That's a little wild. If anything, I think it's good. I think this is a net positive, because that means I can play Cyberpunk without having to worry about anything, right? However, that means everything's just kind of, they're allowed, which is cool, which gives them a platform as well on Twitch, which is interesting. With label, of course, don't forget, all has to come with the label. But even with the label, having that stuff on the platform, that's pretty cool. I think that's neat, you know? It is wild, though. I hope they then find a way, though, because just chatting is already as overcrowded as it is. Like, wait, dancing I think is its own category, right? Maybe they should just make NPC streams their own, like, content label. Make them their own category on whatever, you know? If that makes sense. Changes to popular dances. Popular dances, that's an interesting way of phrasing them. Popular dances such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without a label. Oh, so so strip teases, yes. Pole dancing, also yes, but like, okay. Popular dances such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without a label. Previously, some dances were prohibited and others were allowed with a label. Enforcing on dances regardless of context meant our policy prohibited twerking at a wedding for taking a pole dancing exercise class, for example. The policy now takes context into consideration and only prohibits streaming inside of an adult entertainment establishment. Okay. Again, good, sure. More stuff allowed. Just more stuff allowed. That's freedom, right? Freedom, baby. That's the sound of an eagle that screeches by whilst it readies its machine guns. America. This seems fine. This seems cool. This seems new shit. If it's true, it's the context that matters a lot of the times. Yeah, but here, okay, they say it now takes context into consideration, right? But that's only after the appeal section in Twitch, let's be honest. Like, platforms don't tend to, how do you put it? platforms don't tend to really like platforms. A lot of those automated bots don't take context into consideration. It's manual review that can take context into consideration. But even then, you have to remind yourself that whoever is moderating the content might have their own internal biases to take into consideration, right? Yeah. Like even if they try and take context into consideration, there is still a subjective assessment that can be made there, and that could still end up in the downside. What do we call it? In the negative for a Twitch streamer. I think that this will be my weird take on it, perhaps. But perhaps the idea of a moderator going into a Twitch stream and immediately just banning a user should be not done that way. Like a stream being taken down and them issued a warning immediately. Sure, I think that might be a better way to deal with it. You know, that you can forcibly force people offline. I think that would be a stronger. I think that would send a stronger image and would be a better one than just banning people. That like it does the same thing, but then it would also like remove their account, right? Like that seems way more, especially since there's much more people making their livings online off of this shit. Just being able to take away their full platform for it without any warning, I think is very risky and very dubious, if that makes sense. If you taught your pole to dance, I'm happy for you. Although, hey, pole dancing exercises, apparently it takes a lot of core strength. I knew someone back in college who did pole dancing lessons and stuff like that, and then she talked about it all the time, where it's like, yeah, bro, like the core strength you gain from that because of the way you have to lift yourself up, that shit's insane. And I thought like, oh, shit, fair enough. I could before my spine decided to do what gamers call the funny. If your spine and your back is doing weird, put your screens higher. That actually works for me. Like my pain is basically all gone. It's a little bit back now because I kind of crunched accidentally, but that goes to show crunching bad. Drinky drink. I really think one of the bigger mistakes was the ban on OnlyFans and profiles, because it wasn't that big an issue anyway. I can kind of expect why. It would be like, let's make a comparison. It would be like as if a Twitch streamer would link to their Pornhub account, right? Like there is a certain level of an account that you wouldn't want linked in their descriptions. I can understand why that, for like a TOS thing, would be something they wouldn't want. And therefore OnlyFans, which is mainly associated with very explicit content like that they wouldn't want that. Banning them again, I think, is the issue again. It's like, why ban? Issue a warning. Issue a warning before you start banning people. I think the ban trigger gets used a bit too quickly on a lot of platforms, and that is also possibly one of the things that puts everyone on edge. Because everyone's like, okay, I want to do a thing, but am I going to immediately be kicked off for it? And therefore maybe lose the reputable thing I've done over time. Over time, making it so that a lot of bigger established people don't tend to experiment anymore. And that's a little sad, you know? At least it would be interesting if you are a bigger like person in the space or whatever, that if you have a personal contact with Twitch, you can at least let them know, hey, I'm planning on doing this. Should this be okay? And if this is okay, even if people are there to moderate it, can they maybe be a little bit more lenient, not immediately take down my account, but if the push comes to shove, they just take down the stream and privatize it, so we can overlook it. We can look it over afterwards and see where like a mistake was made. Something like that, you know? I don't fucking whatever. Continuing. Question: with the updates to the sexual content policy, are artistic depictions of nudity allowed? A. Content with a focus on fictionalized, drawn, animated, or sculpted sexual body parts regardless of gender, such as doing nude figure drawings, are allowed with a sexual themed label. However, fictionalized sexual acts or masturbation remain prohibited. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. So we can draw titties, we can have titties, but we can't rub them on dicks. There we go. Fair enough, right? That's TOS. That's clear, fairly clear language. Of course, again, how that gets enforced will be another thing, but let's leave that besides. Let's not focus on that too much for now, right? Is body painting on the breasts and buttocks allowed on Twitch? As long as attire requirements, whatever that is, well, that links to another page where you can read it, which I'm not going to do. As long as attire requirements are met, body painting on the breasts and buttocks is allowed with the sexual themed label. Yeah, easy. How does Twitch handle nudity in gaming? That's a big one for us here on this channel. We handle nudity in games in 2 ways. First, games featuring nudity, pornography, sex, or sexual violence as a core focus or feature are entirely prohibited. Makes sense. Hentai banger, babe buster, fucking orc fucks you 69, the game, not allowed on Twitch. Sex scene in Cyberpunk? Let's see. Custom gameplay or visual modifications that include nudity or sex content, including uncensored patches, in otherwise allowed games are prohibited. Learn more about prohibited games. So, playing Resident Evil with Mr. X Big Schlong coming to get you in the hallway, no. Which, again, fair, right? Second, for games where nudity is not the core focus or feature, the mature rated games content classification label is sufficient for incidental nudity. However, the sexual themes label must be applied to gameplay that focuses on nudity. Learn more about the mature rated games content classification label. So that one applies to Cyberpunk, you know? Okay. If it's not the core focus, fine, whatever. Oh, here we have the last paragraph to fuck me in the ass. Users may not engage in simulated sexual activity or erotic roleplay with other players in online games. Games that are primarily consist of user-generated content, in-game roleplay, or interactions in virtual reality are not exempt from this policy. Okay! Wait a minute, so if there is a... Well, actually, there might be another thing down below that talks about it. However, so if a sexual activity or whatever gets... Or roleplay, think Baldur's Gate, happens within a game, happens on stream, is not the focus of the stream, but is something that happens within the game, that is... If you qualify it with the fucking label, it's fine. Which, you know, cool. Yay! Yeah. That you have to turn the label on and off. I don't know about that, but like, fine, okay, cool. Just don't fuck people online. Except when it's teabagging, but that's not a sexual activity. That's about dominance. That's different. Okay, question. If the mature rated game that I am playing includes violence, alcohol, gambling, or sexual themes, does that mean I also need to apply the relevant content classification labels, in addition to the mature rated game label? The mature rated game label covers most content that occurs within the game itself. If the content is encountered as part of the regular gameplay, however, as encountered as a regular gameplay. However, if a streamer chooses to focus their stream on in-game content that features sexual themes, such as fictional nudity, or overlays in their game with comments or topics that qualify for any content classification label, they should apply all relevant labels. In-game content that features simulated sexual activity between players is still prohibited. Okay, so there. Yeah, see, that makes it so like if the game happens to have sex scene in it, like Cyberpunk, and I don't see it coming, and it happens, and I don't have to, you know, fucking worry about it too hard, because, you know, the game label will probably cover that that's something that could happen within the game, right? If I then choose, if I were to make a stream where, again, Cyberpunk is the easiest example, if I were to make a stream where it's like, all the focus is doing all the hooker scenes, because yes, there are hooker scenes in Cyberpunk, by the way, but like if the stream would be all hooker scenes, then that would be not allowed, because that's like not what you're supposed to do. And or at least I would have to apply the relevant label. Easy. Okay, fair enough. Oh no, no breeders on the Nephilim speedrun streams. So if I play God of War 1 and Kratos is a sex scene, I don't have to worry about it because it's part of the game. It's fine. Shut up. Damn it. But I like making the funny joke that I'm trying to run around Twitch moderation. Boo. At least this time I could just make it a joke and not an actual thing. Nice. Will streams labeled with CCLs no longer be recommended in the left bar of the home page under recommended channels? This update will not prevent streams from being recommended in the left bar of the home page, as stream thumbnails are not shown in that section. Okay. Will labeling one of my streams with a CCL also impact the visibility of future streams? No, past streams do not impact the visibility of future streams. When your stream does not include one of the CCLs, listed above, it will again be eligible to be shown on the homepage recommendation shelves. Yeah. Sure. We all believe that one. No idea. You know, might be. They'll never admit to it, basically, right? But like, because if your channel builds up a reputation of only being sexually suggestive content, and all of a sudden you're not, wouldn't it make sense that that stuff just kind of does carry over in a weird way? Maybe not. Maybe. Let's take their word for it. Let's take their word for it. Prostitute percentage speedrun's okay though. Oh, god damn it. A tool for further purging the pestilence of Gen Alpha. It is welcome. What happens if I do not use a content classification label? Our sexual themes content classification guidelines describe what content needs to be labeled using the sexual themes label. Failure to use a content classification label accurately will result in the warnings, and the correct CCL will be applied by Twitch to the stream. If you fail to apply this CCL repeatedly, the CCL will be temporarily locked onto the stream, but it will not result in a suspension. Oh, okay, cool. So if I'm too dumb because I don't look at stupid systems and I just want to play my video games, if I play my video games and it's part of the thing, and if when I select my game it didn't automatically already assign it, then Twitch will assign it. That makes sense. And if you're a bigger channel, you might get a warning for it. Fine. And it will be temporarily locked into the stream, not necessarily the account. That is also kind of cool. Which means that if you then do another stream, you know, you get a new chance to try again. Of course, if you then repeatedly keep just restarting streams to get rid of like the LLC labeling, the CCL labeling, I can imagine that that's maybe where you might start getting into like a warning from actual Twitch staff or whatever. But at that point, you know, you're looking for it. Actually looking for it. At that point, you're actively trying to like circumvent the systems of Twitch and stuff like that. So, you know, fine. Interesting. Okay, so that in a nutshell is the little shilly icon. All the different changes. Cool. Just cool. Thoughts? Should have been done way earlier. Better late than never, but it's the type of update I find that is weird that they've waited so long with doing this kind of stuff. But you know what? Fine. And it's still not a perfect solution, really. My immediate concern, right? Like if I'm gonna bring out an immediate concern, would be something like the language used still could mean that to an extent a lot of, let's be honest, female streamers could still be disadvantaged by this, because depending on the way they present themselves, which is still a little bit dubious, although that might be within that entire guideline, which I'm just going to open right now, still feels a little like, how to put it, attire policy. Okay, they have a whole full thing. To an extent, like it's like, is it just pretty girl equals sexual theming, yes or no? And or does Twitch recognize that as such? I don't know. That, you know, maybe not, who knows. However, this Tyrannid breeding hound. Every time you play Tyrannids in Dark Souls 2 and they grow their army bigger and bigger, that technically counts. Imagine, goddamn. So, duman plus tweet TOS updates. I'm just updating the title of my stream, so I just have that there, and I can remember like I have to go there to take that clip out of the thing. Yeah, no, interesting update. Kind of wild for a lot of people in the way that I think a lot of streamers now can finally do content at least a little bit more confidently. You know, I think they can go forward fearing a little bit less the wrath of the Twitch TOS and it coming after them. Which, you know what, in the end of the day, means more content creators get to make stuff online, which means that's more content, which means that's better. That's just plain better. That's how to put it. That's just simply better and more. And I like better and more. Will definitely be interesting to see the shift in content that this will bring, though. And I feel a partial reason for this content update, right, is the it's gonna sound weird, right? But them doing this to me does show that to an extent they must at least somewhat fear the negligent way that TikTok introduces their TOS and stuff like that. Because technically speaking, TikTok also has a TOS that ought to, you know, prevent a lot of these things. But do they enforce it? A bit, you know. So I guess what they're trying to do is at least make it so that a lot more ASMR type tingling streamers might start dual streaming on both platforms instead of just staying to TikTok. I feel like that's like the most applicable, like, immediate repercussion and change in this. That and that a lot more people with more mature themes and or people from sex work backgrounds and stuff like that might feel more comfortable trying to at least experiment with putting themselves on Twitch. Which, you know what? Good. Good. There you go. Once again, the most political stream I've done. Tori, the political VTuber. I might be getting back into content creation soon, so it's helpful. After 10 years, it might take a while. Do it, Arthur. Oh no, do it. Yeah, no, good, cool stuff. But people have been complaining about this stuff for a week or so now, mainly because of the what was it? Because of like the whole like, oh no, finally people can draw pee-pee on Twitch, and there was like, what was it? There was this backlash where there was a bunch of streamers essentially doing nothing on stream, but they were just like, you know, they weren't nude, but they kind of angled the camera in a way which it looked nude, and therefore it was like, oh, are they violating policy? No, yes, no, yes, and that like blew up in their face. Haha. So then now they finally changed their policy to make it so yes. If it has the appropriate label, sure, show your tits on screen. Like, no, don't show your tits on screen. Just you know, it can be suggestive. That's fine. Bring back the Coomers. Which, you know what? Indeed. As we have established, sex sells. So they might as well, right? Yeah. Fine. Cool. Conclusion. Cool new update. Twitch still wanting to be in the game. YouTube's doing a lot of things as well at the same time, so overall, who benefits from it? We do. Streamers do. People like me. It's pretty neat, you know? I'll benefit from it over time. I'll probably be banned like last time, Billy. No, god damn it. Nature is healing. Indeed, nature is healing. If anything, the one thing I find also interesting on YouTube that has changed is apparently they added the option to vertically stream. And then your stream will be added similar to how TikTok Live works within the live, within like when you're scrolling through shorts, you might now scroll through, have a live happen, and then you can click on that live and follow that, right? However, the one policy I would like them to add, YouTube, if you really want to get one leg over on TikTok, right? Since you have the infrastructure for it, make it so that not only vertical streams get promoted within the shorts tab, but actual regular streams do as well, within the same manner as TikTok does when it's a vertical stream. It flips it to fit in the vertical space and like blurs the background. That's what it does automatically on TikTok. Like if they can implement that, YouTube, then you're not just ahead of the game, but you're crushing your competition. Boom. See, we can end it on something that YouTube does better. Well, better. Better is subjective. More interestingly, possibly more interestingly if they do it right. Which you're not gonna, because they're YouTube, and they'll fuck it up somehow. But I'm used to that. That's how YouTube works, you know. Anyway, with that said, if you enjoyed me reading over TOS, giving my little thoughts here and there, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It helps out the channel a ton. There you go. You see, that's for the edited version of this stream. And then next time we will all be here on this channel to draw with a content label, of course, a content label that has to be put on it, but we can all draw explicitly veiny dicks, a full stream, just veiny rocket ships for educational purposes. But honestly, you know what I'm thinking? I think would be a fun idea maybe for tomorrow's stream or whatever if I feel up for it. Maybe what we should do is I should do a stream, and it's called Educational Anatomy. And all we'll be doing is I'll have on my screen, I'll have like real anatomy, and then I won't show it to you guys, but I'll be like, okay, and today we are learning to draw the chest with the bare shoulders and the titty, but covered by a leaf. And it'll be like basically naked titties with penises on them, but not really. And it'll be very funny. Would it be very funny? No. I think it would be funny. What about bug mommies, ovipositors? Oh, God. You are right, though. Technically speaking, actually, I'm thinking, right, I have to do UV unwrapping on the thing. I might want to change a little piece of polygoning or two. But I think that model was basically ready to be textured, so we might just do that, actually. No, Arthur, you actually might be onto something. That might be a way to go about it. That we take the Mataraka model and now paint it, and now because we're allowed to, we can essentially not worry too much about, you know, are the clothes visible, yes or no? Which actually, and it's a bug. Yeah, no, actually that does kind of work in a weird way. So maybe we should do that. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Look at that, good idea. Not even knocking it down. Oh, I had to make teeth. That's the one thing I had to still make for her. There you go. That I was forgetting something. Anyway, with that said, everyone, gang, thanks so much for dropping by. I know that a large majority of this stream wasn't Soul Reaver. More than likely the amount of time I've now spent talking about Twitch TOS, I could have just spent it on beating the game, but you know, life works in funny and silly ways, and sometimes the silly and funny way that life works is by you doing things that you didn't know you would do. That's simple, you know? It happens from time to time. Let me quickly, by the way, for you guys on Twitch, let me send you guys over to another stream. So don't immediately click off, please, as I yeet you people to the next person. I'm gonna yeet you to a content creator I like watching from time to time on stream. Join the raid. Lin Chu, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but I'm gonna raid in because I think he's funny. I watch his content because it gets recommended to me on YouTube, and I think it's funny. So if you're on YouTube, by the way, quickly hop over to Twitch. We're raiding.
We are entering another stream, another streamer and his domain.
And asserting dominance by at least saying hi, you know, that kind of stuff. That my stuff. So do that if you're on YouTube. Anyway, with that said, thanks so very much for the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.